coming into today.
This is a really good Clemson team. It's a team that beat number 2 Duke at home. They beat Duke 77-71. They beat number 4 Kentucky at home 70-66. They've got some firepower. They've got juice.
The national anthem coming up, presented by Hilltop Securities, a leading municipal investment bank with over 70 years of experience. Learn more at leadtheherd.com. I've got the Coach's Corner next. It's with SMU Associate Head Coach Chris Kapko. This is SMU Basketball from Learfield.
For 110 years, Vista Bank has been helping entrepreneurs make their move. Recently named one of Dallas Business Journal's top commercial banks and Dallas Morning News Best Bank of Dallas-Fort Worth, Vista is committed to SMU athletics. That's why they're partnering with us to help one lucky Dallas business owner make their move this year. Go to makeyourmovedallas.com today and enter to win $10,000 of advertising to our amazing SMU fans. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Vista Bank. People first.
UT Southwestern Medical Center. For the 8th consecutive year, ranked the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News and World Report. 11 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. That's UT Southwestern, dedicated to discovery, committed to care. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies.
Hey Pony fans, this is Becky Fry with Becky Fry Real Estate Group and Compass Real Estate. I'm proud to say I was part of the original Pony Express as an alum of the class of '82 and excited for the Pony Express ride again this fall. For over 30 years now, I've been helping fellow Mustangs buy and sell real estate in Dallas, and I'm thrilled to now be the official real estate team of SMU Athletics. Give me a ring, let's talk real estate, and go Ponies!
Take the court with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today. The official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
Rich Phillips back at Moody Coliseum for our Coach's Corners. We talked to Associate Head Coach Chris Kapko. 50-point first half Wednesday night at Notre Dame. 72% shooting in that half. Did your guys kind of come out with a vengeance after the previous game against Wake Forest?
Yeah, they came out and played hard, which we expected, and we had kind of challenged them the 2 days prior to that. In terms of playing hard, playing together, sharing the ball, that's who we've been all year offensively, and I thought we did that really well in the first half. But I thought we guarded Notre Dame really, really well out the gates, and that led to some easier offense, and which allowed us to kind of build our lead and extend our lead. So we had to do the same thing tonight, and but anytime we basically come back from the loss, our guys responded really well, and they did that on Tuesday.
Kerry Oquendo had 25, 15, I think, in about the first 12 minutes of the game. Is he a guy that's turning into kind of an X factor for your offense?
Yeah, I mean, when he's on, we're pretty good. When he's not, which happened against Wake, we struggle. But that's, he's the X factor because I think he's been coming off the bench. But, I think that's one of the strengths of our teams. We have 5 guys now, and, in this game, 6 with Boopy, who score in double figures. And so it can be anyone's night. It just happened to be his night. And he's looked great when he's been on. And so we're going to need, Kerry to play really well down the stretch. But, I thought he got some easier ones early. Like he got a dunk in transition and got to the basket a couple times. And those are the ones that I think really get him going as opposed to always just having to rely on making a 3-point shot. So hopefully today we can continue to get stops, get him out and run, get him some baskets around the basket and driving to the basket. And then hopefully that sets up his shot.
Quad 1 opportunity today here at home against Clemson. Do you guys talk about that? Do you stress it at all with your players at this point?
No, I mean, we didn't talk about it being a quad 1 game. Our guys know the importance of it, and so I don't think we had to. But that doesn't mean that our guys don't know it is one. I think they're locked into where we're at. All these guys have social media, and they pay attention, and their families bringing it up to them, kind of where we're at with things. So our guys know we didn't have to. We had a great 2 days of practice, and the guys will be ready to go. We got to be ready to sustain effort and play hard for 40 minutes and sustain it more than anything, and sustain it through maybe not scoring either, because I think that's where in some of our losses, when we haven't scored how we're used to, sustaining the hard play and the defense through that and be able to keep ourselves in the game.
Chase Hunter averages 17 a game, but he only had 3 against Florida State last week. Did you guys see any secrets to what FSU did slow him down?
No, FSU is a good defensive team. They switch a lot. Their size is just different than anybody else in the league, and the way they switch, I just think it happened to be an off night for him, and other guys stepped up. So obviously, when you average 17, he's going to be a point of attention for us, and so our guys got to be locked into him, and we got to make life hard on him as well. And they'll be ready, I think, because they know who he is. But in terms of if we do anything different, anything like that, I think it's going to be the same status quo for us. We just got to be locked into where he's at on the floor at all times.
Ian Shefflin, second in the ACC in rebounding, 12.5 per game. Is he kind of like Matt Cross, just kind of a very versatile guy in that 4 position?
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup to see them two today. They are very similar. Both of them are just tough dudes, play hard, really rebound the ball, can score around the basket, can stretch you out. And he's had a great year. He's an experienced guy. So is Matt. So to see those two go at it today is going to be a fun one. But in terms of their game, very similar, like you just said. And both of them have a great impact when they're out there.
Victor Locken, great rim protector. What is he going to be like one-on-one against Summit here in the post today?
Yeah, my guess would be the big fella's going to get a lot of one-on-one today and not be double a lot like he did against Wake Forest last week and like he has in some other games. I bet they go one-on-one. And then to your point about Locken's great off the ball as our guys drive. They got to come in there and play on balance or attack the rim strong, and because he's a presence in there. And if he is trying to block shots or make plays at the rim, our guys got to be ready to offensive rebound those, put those back. And we got to be active on the glass in general.
Clemson's won 5 straight ACC road games. Coincidentally, so has SMU won 5 straight ACC road games. Is that kind of a sign of veteran teams, which both of y'all are?
Yeah, I think it helps. The one thing we've talked about with our guys is Clemson is veteran, but they're experienced in terms of winning. They have a bunch of guys who played in the Elite Eight last year, so these dudes know how to win. They're very experienced, and they know what it takes. And so it's not surprising to me that they've been this good and this consistent this year. And I'm sure they expected it. Veteran guards, veteran big men. They've played together and they've won together. So they're as good as it gets.
That's Chris Kapko with our Coach's Corner here today. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off next. This is SMU Basketball from Learfield.
Sometimes the most valuable go-to partner is the one that comes to you with customized solutions to strengthen your business. At Bank of Texas, that's the kind of high-level service we bring our business customers every day, helping businesses blaze trails for tomorrow while staying on course today. And we can help you strike the right balance so you can seize the moment without losing focus on the future. And at Bank of Texas, you'll work with experienced professionals who understand where you're coming from and where you want to go. So here's to planning for the tomorrow while living in the today. Bank of Texas, member FDIC.
It's finally time for Mustangs basketball, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some West Texas favorites and ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour, 4 to 7, Sunday through Friday, with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, ozonagrill.com.
As the official pediatric healthcare partner of SMU, Children's Health offers a wide variety of care for your child. From routine well visits to specialist consults to emergency care and hospital stays, Children's Health brings your family world-class care close to home. Learn more at childrens.com. And remember, when you're looking for game-changing care for your little SMU fan, look to Children's Health.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
Hey Pony fans, this is Becky Fry with Becky Fry Real Estate Group and Compass Real Estate. I'm proud to say I was part of the original Pony Express as an alum of the class of '82 and excited for the Pony Express ride again this fall. For over 30 years now, I've been helping fellow Mustangs buy and sell real estate in Dallas, and I'm thrilled to now be the official real estate team of SMU Athletics. Give me a ring, let's talk real estate, and go Ponies!
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk, do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all the roads we travel, and all of our traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
On the Mustang Sports Network, from Learfield, SMU Mustang Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Lower My Texas Property Taxes. Lower My Texas Property Taxes is the official tax reduction company of SMU Athletics. And by Texas Department of Transportation. Don't mess with Texas. The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here is the voice of the Mustangs, Rich Phillips and Scott Garner.
Tip-off coming up momentarily. SMU taking on 18th ranked Clemson. Only the third all-time meeting between these two teams. Mustangs winning the last one back in 2014 to advance to the final game of the NIT. Let's get our keys to success for the Mustangs from Scott.
Thanks so much, Rich. Key number one for the Mustangs, you've got to set the tone. Bring that energy to start this ball game. When the Mustangs have hit some rough patches, things have not gone well. The Mustangs have struggled in the area of keeping that great attitude whenever they're down a little bit. Can't do that. Did that against Duke, North Carolina, and Louisville. Can't allow that dam to break, as they say. So got to bring that energy today. Key number two for the Mustangs, handled the Clemson pressure. Clemson drivers really force you to play transition defense and solid half-court defense. The Mustangs have won fast break points in 5 straight games. That's got to continue today for the Mustangs. And key number three, got to win the boards. The Mustangs have won the rebound battle in 2 of the last 3 ball games. When Clemson lost against Georgia Tech 4 games ago, the Tigers lost second chance points because of boards. Mustangs have got to win the rebound battle today. Those are the 3 keys. Bring the energy, handle the Clemson pressure, and win the rebound battle.
Let's get our starting lineup. It's brought to you by Hollywood Feed, local pet food experts now with 24 DFW locations. Again, no Boopy Miller today for the Mustangs because of the foot injury. So B.J. Edwards starts to the point. The 6'3 junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, had 8.6 rebounds and 4 assists in Wednesday's win at Notre Dame. Chuck Harris, the 6'4 senior from Ashburn, Virginia, averaging 12.5 points. That's second on the team in scoring. He leads SMU, shooting almost 44% from three-point range. Cario Oquendo making his 8th start of the season. The 6'4 senior from Titusville, Florida, had a season best, not just for him, season best for the team, 25 points in Wednesday's win at Notre Dame. He was 8 of 10 from the floor. Matt Cross, 6'7 senior from Beverly, Massachusetts, averaging 12 points and 8 rebounds per game. And in the middle is Sebek Yigatolu, the 7'2 freshman from Istanbul, almost 11 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. That is second on the team. For the Clemson Tigers, who come in here on the season at 21-5, 13-2 in the ACC. Their point guard is Jaden Zachary, 6'1 grad student from Salem, Wisconsin. He is a 3-year starter at Boston College before transferring to Clemson this year. He averages 10.5 points, 3.3 assists per game. Their leader is Chase Hunter. He's a 6'5 grad student out of Atlanta, Georgia, averaging 17 points per game. That's 7th best in the ACC. He is 6th in the conference, shooting the ball at 48%. His brother Dylan Hunter will also start, 6'4 junior out of Atlanta, only his 5th start of the season. He averages 6, but he's coming off a career-high 17 points last Saturday against Florida State. Ian Shefflin, 6'8", 240 senior from Atlanta, averaging 12.5 points, 9.5 rebounds per game. He is second in the ACC in rebounding. And their postman is Victor Locken, 6'11 senior out of Russia, a transfer from Cincinnati, where a couple of years ago he recorded a career-high 8 blocks here at Moody Coliseum. Locken averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game. He is tied for the ACC lead in block shots. And Brad Brownell, their head coach, in his 15th season leading the Tigers.
Yeah, this Tiger team going to do some different things to get Chase Hunter the ball. They're going to run some 4-out, 1-in, drive and kick offense. They're going to run some ball screen action too, some speed pick and roll stuff. They have the best post tandem in Victor Locken and Ian Shefflin. They work really well together, pass to each other really well from that post position. And defensively for the Tigers, they're mostly man-to-man. This Clemson team will cut off the baseline to force drivers middle into the help. Strong help. Sometimes they play in gaps, kind of like a pack line style. They're going to run some zone too to try to confuse the Mustangs today. But this SMU team knows it has its work cut out for them. Remember, this Clemson team beat number 2 Duke. They've beaten number 4 Kentucky. This will be a big win if you can get it today.
You got a little extra time for your scouting report because The TV crew forgot to pick up their tripod in front of the announce table.
No,
it's still sitting on the floor.
That was that booby trap I said to give me a little more time there, Rich.
Mustangs shoot to our left. Samet Yugatolu's going to jump in center against the 6'11" Victor Locken. Head referee Roger Ayers to do the duties on the tap. And Locken's going to win it. Shefflin will give it to Jaden Zachary. He'll bring this ahead for the Clemson Tigers. Shefflin, high post pass for Victor Locken. One dribble right gives to Hunter. Chase Hunter with a jump stop in the lane. Ball bounces off the hands of Locken, and it goes to B.J. Edwards, comes away with a steal.
Really good swarming defense to start. We saw that against Notre Dame.
And Chuck Harris with the three misses. Offensive rebound by Matt Cross. Outside to Harris. They enter the pass now to Samet Yugatolu. He's posting up on Ian Shefflin. They're going to double him in the corner, and he is really stuck. Throws it up top to Harris, right corner, wide open, three ball, Matt Cross, too strong. Samet fights for the rebound, but Locken comes up with it for Clemson.
You know, Aquindo was late flashing middle off that double team, but we still got the ball reversed. Cross had a great look at it.
Jaden Zachary, left wing side, top of the key, Ian Shefflin. Thought about a three, comes right wing to Dylan Hunter. Hunter down on the low block to Shefflin, cut off on the baseline by Yugatolu, goes left corner, Jaden Zachary nails the three to start things up.
Now Jaden Zachary, a guy that's an old school guard, he'll do whatever the program needs. He was really good off the bounce too against Florida State. He's a very capable guard for this team.
28th made three of the year for Zachary. Oquendo top of the key, right wing for Harris. B.J. Edwards at midcourt comes around a high screen with an entry pass to Samet Yugatolu. The double team comes at him, and the ball is just taken right away from him by Jaden Zachary.
That's two times in a row that Yugatolu has struggled off the double team.
Pass cross court is intercepted. Chuck Harris running 3-on-3 with the Mustangs. Gives to Matt Cross, the trailer. Splits two defenders and lays it home. 3-2 Clemson lead.
That's what Clemson does to opponents. They put pressure on you in transition. Great job by Matt to not let the defense get set and power his way through two defenders.
Victor Locken, left wing side, up top to Hunter. Dylan Hunter driving on Oquendo down to the baseline, comes outside. Victor Locken will fire with three. That one is good. The big man is 41% from three. That's his 20th make, and it's 6-2 Clemson.
It is, and that's the difference between Locken now as a Tiger and where we saw him as a Bearcat in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he did not have a ton of offense at Cincinnati. Left wing side for Matt Cross. Cross will take a step back three over Shefflin. It's too strong. Yugatolu goes up and puts it back in one motion. 6-4 Clemson.
You know, sometimes they say that, when your shot's not falling, you've got to do other things to help you win and help your team win. Yugatolu getting double when he gets the ball, but that time they did the work away from the ball to get in position for the offensive glass. Great job.
High post again for Victor Locken. Gives it to Dylan Hunter. Dylan at the top of the key. Passes it to Locken, who goes with a spin move to the baseline, up and under, misses it off the glass. He wanted a foul that's not called. Cross will outlet this to Chuck Harris.
Boy, I've not seen Locken complain like that before. He really wanted that foul.
Harris cross-court pass intercepted by Ian Shefflin. He has it to Jaden Zachary, who brings it ahead for Clemson.
Mustangs still trying to feel them out. A lot of these passes are not made with aggression, but being too careful.
Hunter splits two defenders, then just flips it at the basket because he ran into Yugatolu and he misses. Samet with a rebound, quick outlet, Cario Oquendo. He's going to run it right at Jaden Zachary, off the glass and good. Ties the score at 6.
When the Mustangs found nothing in the half court against Louisville, it was Cario Oquendo that put his shoulder down and drove through traffic to get to the rim. That's what he did right there to get the game tied. Great job by Cario.
Chase Hunter with a crossover move by Chuck Harris, cut off at the basket, comes out left wing. Jaden Zachary has his second three of the day. It's 9-6 Clemson leading, 16:22 to go in the first.
Clemson's got the lead, but they're having to hit long-range bombs to do it. That's a good sign for the Mustang defense. Got to keep the energy up, though.
All of their points, three threes. They're 3 of 3 from deep. Edwards throws back left wing for Harris. They deny the ball. Now it goes in, and it's knocked away from Samet from behind by Locken. Here comes Chase Hunter running the other way. Splits two defenders, and he misses the layup. Tap the rebound out. Jaden Zachary. Left corner. This goes Hunter for three. Good. And Chase Hunter with his 65th made three of the season. It's 12-6 Clemson.
That three was all set up by guards being active and going to get loose balls and getting downhill in transition. That's the first time I've seen Clemson be that aggressive so far the first 4 minutes.
Left corner here for B.J. Edwards. He'll bring it up to the left elbow and back it out, resetting the offense.
You can't let the three ball worry you right here. They're not going to continue to hit at that clip. You just got to keep playing.
Oquendo's pass cross court knocked away. Cross tracks it down. He has 4 seconds. He'll shoot from 35 feet. It's no good. B.J. Edwards knocked off the ball, but it goes out of bounds off of Chase Hunter. It should be SMU basketball. basketball.
Boy, the Mustangs need this media timeout right now to get organized offensively. Half-court offense struggling a little bit the last few times down the floor.
15:22 to go first half. Clemson 12, SMU 6. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
Sometimes the most valuable go-to partner is the one that comes to you with customized solutions to strengthen your business. At Bank of Texas, that's the kind of high-level service we bring our business customers every day, helping businesses blaze trails for tomorrow while staying on course today. And we can help you strike the right balance so you can seize the moment without losing focus on the future. And at Bank of Texas, you'll work with experienced professionals who understand where you're coming from and where you want to go. So here's to planning for the tomorrow while living in the today. Bank of Texas, member FDIC.
Hey Mustang fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to SMU basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the SMU Mustangs. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
UT Southwestern Medical Center. For the 8th consecutive year, ranked the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News and World Report. 11 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. That's UT Southwestern, dedicated to discovery, committed to care. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies.
15:22 to play first half. Clemson 12, SMU 6. Our game sponsor today is Veritex Bank. Pony up and choose a community banking partner with SMU roots. Veritex Community Bank is Dallas-based and has the local expertise and decision-making that Texans expect. Whether for small business or personal banking, Veritex Bank is there to support your journey through a better state of banking. Learn more about what makes Veritex and SMU a winning team at veritexbank.com. That's VERITEX Bank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. You know, they have a promotion at the first time out where they introduce the veteran of the game, and he got a little bonus, and not only his photo op that as the veteran of the game, President George W. Bush then walked out, gave him a handshake, and posed for a photo op with him as well.
That's always a big bonus. Hey, the Mustangs as a team looking for a bonus right here. They have yet to hit a 3-ball. Meantime, Clemson has hit all 4 of their takes beyond the arc. That's a big difference right now. Clemson's out in front 12-6. You know, this Clemson team comes in ranked 18th in the country, and they've been very consistent all year. They're 21-5. They're 13-2 in the ACC, tied for second. They're 24th in the net right now. 3-2 in quad 1 games. Meantime, the Mustangs are number 38 in the net, 0-4 in quad 1 games. A huge game because this may be your last quad 1 chance of the year, Rich.
And while they are red hot from 3, Clemson 4 of 4, they are the best three-point shooting team in the conference.
They
at
are
38.4. Second is the team we're playing here as well, the SMU Mustang. Second in the conference at 38.3% from 3.
We've seen a little bit of a trend with the Mustangs this year at times. SMU has been a little tight at home to start games. We saw that against Louisville, too. Saw that a little bit, I thought, against Wake Forest. And today, the Mustangs really struggling shooting here from deep. 0-4, 0-4, had some decent looks. Now, that cross look was not a great look with the shot clock winding down from about 40 feet.
Placing their leading scorer, Chase Hunter. B.J. Edwards, right wing, up top for Harris. 10 on the shot clock for Chuck. High screen, Samet Yigitolu. And that frees Chuck for a 3 that rattles in. 12-9, Clemson leading SMU. Chuck, his team leading 59-3 of the year.
Needed that one badly. Chuck really came up big with 6 boards in his last game. We need him to shoot well today.
Dylan Hunter penetrates, throws outside to Locken. Locken drives. They kick it around the perimeter. Right corner, Del Jones cans a 3 from there. His 14th make of the year. He's only a 34% shooter. It's 15-9 Clemson.
Yeah, and Clemson's now 5 of 5 from deep. All 5 of their makes are 3 balls.
B.J. Edwards, left wing. Samet Yigitolu sets a high screen. He goes down to the low block, and pulling up on a floater is short from 12 feet for B.J. Edwards. Shefflin the rebound.
I bet you could go back at the box scores of the last 10 years' worth of games and not see a team start 5 of 5 from deep against the Mustangs here at Moody.
Right wing, here's Zachary. Looking for Shefflin, posting up against Matt Cross.
Great job by Cross to knock him off his spot. Don't let him catch where he wants to.
Throw it up top instead. Dylan Hunter. There's their first missed 3. It was extremely short. Samet Yigitolu rebounds.
They can miss.
They can.
Only took him 6 minutes to do it.
Right wing side, Cario Oquendo. Right corner, B.J. Edwards drives baseline, passes across the baseline to Cross. And now around up top, here's a three. Cario Oquendo rims out. Offensive rebound, Yigatolu. He's taken down by Victor Locken. And a foul call.
Nice rebound by SMU's Yigatolu, the 7'2 center. The last time out, the Mustangs were +2 in offensive rebounds, but -1 in second chance points. A little incongruent there with the numbers. You got to convert these into points.
Tibet Goiner also not available today, but the flu for Tibet. Boopy, we mentioned out with injury. How about first man off the bench today, A.J. George? He scored a total of 38 points this year. 13 have been in the last 2 games, though, as he is starting to flash a little bit.
He came off the bench early against Notre Dame, too. Had an and one early on a putback.
Harris, top of the key, around a screen from Yigatolu to the right elbow. Spins, can't go up and under, comes left wing to Matt Cross instead. Cross back to Chuck. Harris driving now on Shefflin, throws it out to Cross. They call to travel as Chuck kind of got a little tangled up with Ian Shefflin.
The one thing you're noticing here is that SMU is struggling to get consistent paint touches running the half-court offense. Not a good sign right here. Got to really work off-ball movement, body movement key here against Clemson, a very athletic team.
Jaden Zachary on the right wing side, up top to Shefflin. Dribbles left, hands off to Chase Hunter, who is back on. Hunter almost loses on a between-the-legs dribble. Comes to the left wing side, Chauncey Wiggins. Wiggins to the left elbow, and can't find anything against Matt Cross. Throws it outside, Del Jones. Jones driving, poked away by Harris. Shefflin picks up the loose ball at the free throw line. Finds Zachary, right wing, 3-ball good. They are now 6 of 7 from deep, and it's all their points, 18-9.
The most disappointing part wasn't the 3 that Clemson made. It was the loose ball that George didn't get to when he had a chance there at the foul line.
B.J. Edwards, right elbow, hesitates, down to the low block he goes. 2 defenders down there with him, comes outside for Matt Cross, who hands off to Chuck Harris. Harris swings it to the right wing side. Right corner, A.J. George. Right back to Harris with 9 on the shot clock. Yigatolu will set the screen. Chuck will take the right wing. 3, cans that one. 18-12 Clemson.
Mustangs hit from the outside, need those, no question. SMU now 2 of 7. 7 of the 11 takes are threes. Again, not many paint touches here for the Mustangs in the half court.
Hunter, right wing, right side now to Shefflin. He'll fire a 3. Late closeout by Submet. That's 7 of 8. Boy. These guys are 21-12. They lead.
Boy, at some point you'd think about a timeout, but you're going to get the under 12 media here in a moment.
12-14 left in the first half. B.J. Edwards has this man on his hip, drives, almost had the ball stolen. Ball misses on the shot. It was blocked. Mustangs come up with a loose one, though. Cross at the free throw line, takes a bump. They called him for an offensive foul. Man. Matt didn't argue it much. It'll be Clemson ball with 12:04 to play in the half. They lead SMU 21-12.
No question. He forced the drive. But I guess the double team was strong enough to where they did call the offensive foul there on Matt. Man.
Jarrell Colbert will come in for Submet Yigatolu. Submet 2 points, 4 rebounds in the early going. Clemson 7 of 8 from 3, and they've assisted on all 7 of those makes. Man. Del Jones at midcourt. High screen set by Miles Foster. He goes left wing, gives to Foster at the free throw line. One dribble down to the low block, throws it in with the left hand off the glass and good. Their first 2-point basket, 23-12 Clemson.
Andy Enfield thought about a timeout. He's going to gamble and wait for the media here, and hopefully we can make a shot.
Harris up top to Cross, right wing to B.J. Edwards. Matt Cross up top, closed out there by Chauncey Wiggins at 6'11".
This is where not having Boopy really hurts you.
Edwards drives down the left side, leans in with his offhand and scores. 23-14 Clemson.
Well, that's a big make right there because they had ripped off 3 or 4 good possessions in a row. You get it down to 9. Hey, you got to keep playing. This is where SMU struggled against great teams. Whenever they start scoring, the Mustangs kind of turn it down defensively. You can't worry about their shot making. Just keep playing defense.
Left corner, rising quickly for 3 and airballing it. Chauncey Wiggins. B.J. Edwards catches the miss.
Got to push this if you can.
B.J. to the left wing. Clemson was back defensively. B.J. tries to drive around him, and he's knocked to the deck. And did they call him out of bounds or did they call a foul? Timeout with 11:01 to play. And it is Clemson 23-14 over SMU. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
As the official pediatric healthcare partner of SMU, Children's Health offers a wide variety of care for your child. From routine well visits to specialist consults to emergency care and hospital stays, Children's Health brings your family world-class care close to home. Learn more at children's.com. And remember, when you're looking for game-changing care for your little SMU fan, look to Children's Health.
Hey Pony fans, this is Becky Fry with Becky Fry Real Estate Group and Compass Real Estate. I'm proud to say I was part of the original Pony Express as an alum of the class of '82 and excited for the Pony Express ride again this fall. For over 30 years now, I've been helping fellow Mustangs buy and sell real estate in Dallas, and I'm thrilled to now be the official real estate team of SMU Athletics. Give me a ring, let's talk real estate, and go Ponies!
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of SMU Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. SMU Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They are neither a current client nor affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
11:01 to play, first half. Clemson 23, SMU 14. Our injury report is brought to you by J. Alexander Law. The Mustangs missing two. Boopy Miller, his third straight game, out with a foot injury. Tibet Goiner came down with the flu after the road trip to Notre Dame. For the Clemson Tigers, they're missing their 7'2" postman Christian Reeves because of injury. Personal foul on the road. Jay Alexander is your MVP in the courtroom. Jay Alexander Law is a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics.
Notre Dame got absolutely lambasted by SMU the other night. SMU winning that ball game 97-73. It really wasn't that close, but in that game, Notre Dame was able to score 21 points off of 13 SMU turnovers, and Clemson right now, they've got 8 points off of 5 early Mustang turnovers. The Mustangs on pace for more than 20 turnovers in the contest. Just have not been able to generate much in the half court against a Clemson defense that went zone after the first media timeout. And SMU again struggled against the zone last time we played at Moody against Wake Forest and just can't get the paint touches to get the kick-out open threes that we're accustomed to.
They couldn't shoot any hotter from outside. They made their first 7.
Yeah.
Their first 6, I'm sorry. They're now 7 of 8, and finally made a 2 a moment ago, and they lead 23-14.
But they've made 7 threes.
Yeah, they've made 7. They are the best three-point shooting team in the league at 38.4%, right ahead of SMU at 38.3. Mustangs with both A.J. George and Jarrell Colbert in off the bench. Cario Oquendo, Chuck Harris, and Matt Cross remain on the floor. Down by 9 with 11:01 to play first half. Clemson did come in here at 21-5, 13-2 in the conference. They have won 11 of their 13 conference wins by double figures, by the way.
You know, the Mustangs are on pace for just 16 points in the paint, and we scored at least 34 points in the paint in 4 of the last 5 games.
Cross up top to Harris. Harris guarded by Jaden Zachary at the top of the key. Colbert sets the high screen. Chuck loses the handle, tracks it down 35 feet out with 6 to shoot. Then loses the handle again. Comes up top to Matt Cross. He'll fire up a contested 3 that he makes right over Jaden Zachary. Big shot from Cross, 23-17 Clemson.
That's a contested 3 from about 30 feet away. I mean, he has not hit a 3 longer than that all season long, and man, did we need it.
Left wing Hunter up top to Wiggins. Comes right wing to Dylan Hunter. And Zachary on the left wing side. Cross hedges up to him. They come to Dylan Hunter for a right wing 3. It is missed. What a huge rebound as A.J. George skied very high over the 6'11 Chauncey Wiggins.
Big rebound and another open 3 there for Clemson on the backside because the Mustangs are really helping strong to keep Clemson out of the paint. Their drivers are so good. Everybody on this team can drive, including Locken.
Matt Cross posting up on Chase Hunter. Now comes up top to Chuck Harris. Harris. They'll switch, and Hunter defends him now on the left wing, 6 to shoot. Harris driving, goes up, hits the side of the backboard with a finger roll, and it comes off to the near side where it's rebounded by Miles Foster.
Mustangs obviously realizing they've got to get paint touches. Another forced drive there from an SMU guard.
Foster thought about a 3. Now he's going to back it out and give it up top to Dylan Hunter. Left corner for Jaden Zachary. 3 ball from him, good. Jaden Zachary 4 for 4 from deep, 26-17 Clemson.
Yeah, they're 8th make. They are 8 of 10, the Tigers are, from beyond the arc here.
Zachary has 12 points, all on threes. He hadn't taken anything else. Colbert, left wing, picks up his dribble. Cross now has it from him. Fires in a 3, 2 for 2 now. 2 in a row, I should say, from Matt Cross. 26-20 Clemson.
Boy, Cross was so great in the last ball game. Hit transition threes left and right. Hit a running fall-away hook shot. Incredible one-on-one defense he played, too, against Tay Davis in the first half. He's playing at a high level.
In the right corner, Wiggins drives up to the elbow, has Terrell Colbert all over him.
Mustangs extending the defense here, trying to guard against the 3.
Wiggins now puts it on the floor from the right wing. Loses the ball. Cario Oquendo knocked it away. Chuck Harris comes up with it. Harris in transition. They don't have any numbers. He finds Colbert rolling to the basket. Shot fake. He goes up and it's good for Jarrell. And he is fouled on the play as well. 26-22. Clemson leads.
SMU extends the defense. They quit worrying about the paint, and they guard against the 3. They produce the turnover and then get points in transition off of it. SMU with now 6 points in transition. But, man, I think SMU may have found something here.
On that last defensive possession, I saw Andy Enfield up, challenging Cario Oquendo to get up on his man.
Yeah.
And as they came over to the bench here before the free throws, he was as animated as I have seen with any player, up with Cario Oquendo, wanting him, challenging him to be more effective and more disciplined on the defensive end. Colbert misses the free throw. It's a 4-point game, 26-22. Clemson leads with 8:30 to play first half. Up top, Chase Hunter, guarded by A.J. George. Around a screen, he tries to find Lockett. It's knocked away. B.J. Edwards dives for the loose ball. He's undercut by Lockett, who's called for his second foul.
You've withstood a major storm here. And this storm came in the form of 8 makes from beyond the arc by Clemson in 10 tries. They did 8 threes already. We haven't even played 12 minutes. And now the Mustangs have switched their defense up. We're now playing strong on the perimeter, not worrying so much about the paint, letting Submet be a patrol cop in there. And now we produced 2 turnovers in a row and now a foul, and the Mustangs are only down by 4. You've withstood a major storm here.
Edwards, top of the key. Submet Yigatolu comes back on. Cross dumps it into Submet. Quickly goes to the basket and shot up no good, but a foul call before the shot. He was going up against Chauncey Wiggins, the 6'11 sophomore, who's having to play at the post because Lockett is on the bench with 2 fouls.
I love that very much. And boy, teams recently, Rich, have just not fared well when they have let Submet go one-on-one. He's either making shots or drawing fouls.
Well, he's now going to have 6'7 Miles Foster defending him because that was Wiggins' second foul. Submet catches the inbound, gives it to B.J. Edwards, right wing. B.J. circles to the left side, finds Oquendo, left wing, 3, too strong. But
he stepped out of
bounds is what he did on the catch, so the shot will not count anyway. It was no good. 26-22, Clemson with 8:03 to play first half.
Tell you what, 2 straight stops and 2 turnovers produced has electrified this SMU bench and may have reinvigorated this team.
Zachary hands off to Chase Hunter on the right wing, guarded by A.J. George. Up top to Foster. Left wing side to Jake Heidbreeder, who just checked in, a 6'6" transfer from the Air Force Academy. Chase Hunter fell down. A.J. George comes up with a loose ball, and then he is fouled in transition by Miles Foster, the 15th foul on Clemson.
We've gotten out on shooters 3 straight possessions and produced 3 straight turnovers.
And go to a timeout with the Mustangs down 4, 26-22 Clemson, 7:43 to play first half. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
Hey Pony fans, this is Becky Fry with Becky Fry Real Estate Group and Compass Real Estate. I'm proud to say I was part of the original Pony Express as an alum of the class of '82 and excited for the Pony Express ride again this fall. For over 30 years now, I've been helping fellow Mustangs buy and sell real estate in Dallas, and I'm thrilled to now be the official real estate team of SMU Athletics. Give me a ring, let's talk real estate, and go Ponies!
Hustle makes a difference on the field for SMU football. Hustle makes a difference in marketing your business too. Broadnax 21C Printers provides HD lithography, small and large format digital prints, and promotional products for some of the most respected and recognized brands in Dallas. Broadnax 21C, printing that chases down your customers. Find us online at broadnax21c.com. That's BRODNAX 21c.com. Broadnax is a proud partner of SMU Athletics. For 110 years, Vista Bank has been helping entrepreneurs make their move. Recently named one of Dallas Business Journal's top commercial banks and Dallas Morning News Best Bank of Dallas-Fort Worth, Vista is committed to SMU athletics. That's why they're partnering with us to help one lucky Dallas business owner make their move this year. Go to MakeYourMoveDallas.com today and enter to win $10,000 of advertising to our amazing SMU fans. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Vista Bank. People first.
7:43 to play. SMU is drawn within 4, 26-22. Clemson leads. Bank of Texas, powered by BOK Financial, is a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. At Bank of Texas, we do business one client at a time because we know when you succeed, we succeed. We go above so you can go beyond. Mustang fans, be part of the team behind the team. Give to the Mustang Athletic Fund and impact all of SMU's 17 varsity sports. The Mustang Club, shaping champions since 1935. Visit SMUMustangClub.com.
Now, this SMU team, the last 3 defensive possessions have changed their method. Rather than over-helping and really packing that paint, they have gotten out on shooters and allowed that paint to breathe a little bit, and it has worked probably more than we thought it might. But really, we've had no choice because Clemson has hit 8 of 10 from deep. But we've gotten out on shooters and gotten out on potential threats on the perimeter 3 straight times. And all we've done is produce 3 straight steals and 3 straight turnovers.
Funny how that works, huh?
I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. But, hey, all's fair. And didn't Wake do that to us when they went zone?
100%. Mustangs playing a 3rd straight game without Boopy Miller because of a foot injury suffered last week against Pitt. And also without Tibet Gorner because of illness today. Johan Traore has been back in the lineup the last couple of games now. Out of the timeout, Chuck Harris returns along with B.J. Edwards, A.J. George, Matt Cross, Samet Yigatolu. Ian Shefflin back on the floor for the Clemson Tigers. They already have Chauncey Wiggins and Victor Locke and their post players, each with 2 fouls, and they're missing their other post, Christian Reeves, because of injury today.
Mustangs have won the rebound battle in 2 of the last 3 games, and right now you're doubling up Clemson, 10 rebounds to 5 for the Mustangs.
Edwards to the right wing side, dumps it into Samet. Quick pass out right corner. A.J. George drives, floats one in from 8 feet with the left hand. 26-24, SMU within 2.
For a guy that doesn't play this much, he sure has a lot of confidence. You really like A.J. George and the way he's played the last 3 games.
Up top, Hydebreeder, guarded by George, picks up his dribble, left wing pass to Zachary around a high screen. Zachary drives down to the low block, double team down there, nearly fell down as he throws it out to Hydebreeder. Now they're going to post it up to Shefflin. Goes baseline, double team. Chuck Harris had him tied up. They call the jump ball. It'll be SMU on the alternating possession.
It's a great call by the official. That was the correct call. It will be the Mustang possession. This officiating crew's done a good job today.
The only question I had was if Chuck had gone out of bounds before they called the tie up.
Yeah.
They did, obviously he did not, and it's Mustang ball.
Boy, and, we're taking a little bit of a risk here because both posts are a little bit quicker from a footwork standpoint than Samet, but we're holding our own here.
Left corner, Chuck Harris rises for 3, and the Mustangs lead for the first time today. 27. Oh, they called it a 2. It's 26. It's a tie game.
Regardless, a big shot, and it gets a chance for the crowd to get back into this thing.
They are into it. Students behind us for sure. Hydebreeder up top, Foster. Thought about a free throw line jumper, brings it down, puts it on the floor, loses the handle, out of bounds off SMU with 14 to shoot.
Did you see Matt Cross get airborne right there for that loose ball? That was great.
26 all the score. SMU and Clemson are tied. Mustangs on a 9-0 run here with 6:29 left in the second half.
A 9-0 run, and how about the Mustangs battling back from being down 11 to tie it? It didn't take very long.
Make sure I said that right. First half, 6:25 to go, first half. Dylan Hunter, right wing to Zachary. Zachary guarded closely by B.J. Edwards. Shefflin quickly rising for 3, rattles that one in. Ian Shefflin with his second 3 of the day, 29-26, Clemson back in front.
That's what makes him so dangerous. He's a mismatch. He's 35% from beyond the arc. This guy's 6'8", 240, knocking those things down.
B.J. Edwards, left wing side, circles top of the key. Edwards calling for a high screen from Yigatolu. Goes left of it. Now has Zachary on his hip. Stops. Thought about a fadeaway in the lane. Pass bounced off of Samet. Goes to A.J. George. He throws an entry to Samet. He's tied up by Foster, and it's a foul on Clemson. Their 16th foul.
Dean Smith used to always say, keep the ball moving. and give the defense a chance to foul you. I thought B.J. Edwards made a mistake by not taking it aggressively to the cup. He passed it out, but it turned out to be in our favor.
Brad Brownell's going to run out of bigs here in a moment because that's the second foul on Miles Foster. Chauncey Wiggins and Victor Locken both on the bench with 2 fouls. Keon Ambrose Hilton going to come in here for Matt Cross, 20 to shoot for SMU as they bring it in baseline.
Yeah, and just for the mere fact that he can go to Foster, who's 6'7", tells you how deep this Clemson team is, why they're in the top 25 and been playing so well.
Edwards comes left wing, throws it back right wing for Harris, puts on the floor, pulls up, floats it, missed it, was almost put in by Cement, was tapped up by Ambrose Hilton, put up by Cement, no good. A.J. George, an offensive rebound. He stripped of the ball, and we've got a scrum on the court. It'll be a tie ball with 3 players. Oh, Cement really getting rough inside with Miles Foster, and the officials trying to untangle this. A.J. George just kind of casually laying there as Foster and Cement wrestle for the ball. They're finally going to pull the 2 of them apart. It's going to be Clemson ball on the alternating possession.
I don't know about you, but I like the fire in Cement. I know sometimes he'll get a technical every now and then, but, man, he's going to get after it.
Roger Ayers, the lead official, talking with Miles Foster.
And you know what they say about those fires? It's a lot easier to throw fire on it than it is to start one.
Absolutely.
And, man, is he doesn't put up with it.
You throw water on the fire, right?
Throw water on it, that's right.
Put it out.
Don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to.
Not right now. Hey, notice Andy didn't say anything.
No, he did not. 5:30 to go in the first half. 29-26 Clemson leads. They have the ball. Shefflin between the circles. Picks up right wing. Hands this to Zachary. Foster up top. Gives to Chase Hunter. A.J. George fights through the screen. Hunter closed out on the 3. He'll pass it instead to the right elbow for Shefflin. Thought about a step-back jumper. They go around the perimeter to the left wing side. Driving in is Dylan Foster. Dylan Hunter comes up short, and we've got another tie ball, and Keon Ambrose Hilton is in there with his hands on it. It'll be Mustang ball.
These jump balls are a very good sign, and it really shows how physical this game is. These guys are getting after it right now. It took 5 or 6 minutes to kind of get to this point, but after the Mustangs made the adjustment to get out on shooters and to really start denying passes and get after loose balls, man, things have changed.
Kerry Oquendo back on. This is another 9 good minutes by A.J. George, too.
No question.
Down. Edwards up top to the right wing. Up top now Harris. His defender fell down. Chuck wide open 3. Oh, just off the back rim. Rebounded by Jaden Zachary. Ian Shefflin runs ahead, picks up his dribble.
How about Chuck getting back in transition, denying the layup in transition?
Hunter into the left corner. Miles Foster fumbles the ball. Now he'll put it on the floor against B.J. Edwards. Double team from Cement Yugotolu. He's in jail on the baseline. Tied up. No, they don't call the tie ball. He finally throws out of there. Hunter up top of 3. It's no good. Shefflin is beaten for the loose ball by B.J. Edwards. Edwards going to push this ahead. He's got help down there with him. Edwards driving in on Zachary. Stops on the low block. Throws up top to Harris.
Coaching staff saying kick it out, but nobody's in the ball side corner to kick to.
Right wing now, Kerry Oquendo gives to Ambrose Hilton, rolling to the basket. Right hand hook, banks it home. 29-28 Clemson with 4:07 to go in the first.
This has turned into not a good basketball game, a great basketball game.
Timeout going to be called by Clemson with 4:03 to play in the first half. The Tigers have gone 2 minutes and 14 seconds without scoring. 29-28, Clemson leads it with 4:03 to go in the first. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
Take the court with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
Pony up and choose a community banking partner with SMU Roots. Veritex Community Bank is Dallas-based and has the local expertise and decision-making that Texans expect. Whether for small business or personal banking, Veritex Bank is there to support your journey through a better state of banking. Learn more about what makes Veritex and SMU a winning team at veritexbank.com. That's VERITEX Bank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The passion,
The tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
4:03 remaining in the first half. Clemson 29, SMU 28. Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency, is standing by ready to find you the right employees. Whether you're a small local company or command a large national workforce, Luxor is committed to providing you with exceptional service and competitive pricing. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com and learn more about how we do staffing right. The Learfield Directors Cup, honoring the nation's best overall collegiate athletic programs in 5 divisions, widely known as the crowning achievement at college sports, recognizing men's and women's competitive excellence for over 20 years. Follow your favorite team at thedirectorscup.com on Twitter, Facebook, or through the USA Today.
Mustangs were down by 11, and I'm sure, like everybody else, you were a little bit worried about it, like I was. No question about it, but boy, has this SMU team turned the corner. That's what happened in the Louisville game, in the North Carolina game, in the Duke game. But we were unable to really dig our heels in and keep playing. Today, it's a different story. You got a lot of basketball. You got 24 minutes of basketball left, and judging by the physical nature of what we've seen the last 5 minutes, this is going to be a long 24 minutes. You're going to have to fight hard. But just to see what's happened the last 6 to 8 to 10 minutes of this game proves to Andy, and I'm sure the team, that this team has finally turned the corner in these big games, regardless of what happens here from this point.
Yeah, they certainly have stepped up after being down by as many as 11 2 different times. They've not been in the lead yet. They tied it a moment ago, trailing by 1 coming out of this timeout with 4:03 to play in the first half. And Chase Hunter will trigger the inbound right in front of us at the scorer's table. Jaden Zachary takes it from him. Zachary already has a dozen, better than his season average of 10.5. Dylan Hunter between the circles, looking for his brother left wing side. He doesn't come free as B.J. Edwards stays with him. Come right wing to Jaden Zachary. Now Chase Hunter in the right corner, closed out quickly as B.J. Edwards recovers. They have 3 to shoot. Dylan Hunter, I don't think he's aware of it. He drives, floats it up in the last second. Oh, they bailed him out with a foul call with 9/10 of a second left on the shot clock. It's on Cario Oquendo.
Brownell is a really good coach. This is his 15th season. He's won 262 games as a Clemson Tiger head coach. He's never won more than 25 games in a season, but that's a really good adjustment by Clemson out of the timeout. They get downhill, and he knows that they've hit 8 of 10. They started the game 8 of 10 from deep, but that's somewhat fool's gold if you can't consistently get downhill and get in the paint. It's a nice adjustment.
Dylan Hunter is only 59% at the foul line, and see, I didn't mention that, Scott, and he missed the first one. That's how you defend.
Do it again.
That's how you defend the bad guys. You don't mention it. He missed the second one, too, and it's rebounded off the floor by B.J. Edwards. Chuck Harris into the front court. Mustangs looking for their first lead of the day. Harris around a high screen from Yigatolu, draws a double team, gives to Edwards. Entry pass to Cement, immediately goes to work. Right hand hook, too strong, rebounded by Dylan Hunter.
They won that battle, Foster did, by not letting Cement catch where he wanted to. He made it a tougher hook shot for him.
Zachary circles to the right elbow, pulls up for a jumper there. It's short. Shefflin tips the rebound out long. Chase Hunter has it, thought about a 3, penetrates, comes to Jaden Zachary right wing. 3 minutes to go first half. Clemson up 1 with the ball. Zachary, Yigatolu now on a switch, has him. He drives, throws it back behind him to Chase Hunter. He'll take one from the SMU logo that's no good. Rebounded by Chuck Harris.
Boy, Clemson, after starting 8 of 10, they've missed their last couple.
Right corner, Keon Ambrose Hilton. Edwards takes from him. Keon sets the screen. B.J. drives, floats it up with the left hand, coaxes it home, and the Mustangs lead 30-29.
Boy, they have had to absolutely earn it as the Mustangs have taken the lead with 2.5 to go. And again, SMU able to get downhill. When they get paint touches, great things happen. When they don't, the offense gets stagnant.
Chase Hunter working against B.J. Edwards on the left wing. Hesitates, pulls up, shoots from 19, nothing but net, 31-30 Clemson.
And you'll absolutely live with that. He's the 6th best field goal shooter in the league. That is a very tough fadeaway from 17, but that make did take the crowd out of it for a minute.
I thought he did him a favor when he had an advantage on Edwards and just held the ball and let BJ get back in position. Here's Samet posting up. He didn't go quick, so they double him. He kicks it out right wing. BJ Edwards rims out on a three. Shefflin with the rebound as he is able to snatch it away from Ambrose Hilton.
It's a good look right there. Samet gave us a good look because he made the decision on time off the double team. He struggled with that early this game.
Chase Hunter drives, gives it up underneath. Foster has to double clutch for a reverse layup that's good. Andy Enfield to call a timeout with 1:36 left. Fired up again about some defensive missed assignments with 1:36 left first half. Clemson up 33-30.
Really good offense. And again, I think we had a little overhelping situation right there. Just a drive and dump, and they get an easy basket at the rim. And again, great defensive teams rarely give up layups or easy baskets in the half court at the rim. And the Mustangs obviously don't like to do that. Andy, as you noted, not very happy about that.
Reminder, we've got the Hilltop Hoop Show again Monday night, 7 o'clock at Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Both Toyo Wilson and Andy Enfield will be there with me, presented by the SMU Cox School of Business. Only 2 more shows to go, including this Monday night, 7 o'clock on the SMU Mustangs Facebook page and live and in person at Ozona Grill and Bar. SMU shooting 45% from the floor, 36% from 3. Clemson, 52% shooting, but an insane 69% from 3, 9 of 13. They made, their first 6. Finally came down to earth a little bit, but when they were at 21 points, it was all threes that they had scored for their first 21.
And for a lot of teams, you could say, well, that's fool's gold. But this Clemson team is a very good three-point shooting team, best in the conference. This SMU team, by the way, we're nearing halftime, down by 3. The Mustangs have led at the half in 6 of the last 7 games. And we've won most of those games, and right now, you're thankful that you've been able to dig your heels in and keep this thing close. You'd like to have a lead going into the break, but a lot of positives happening for the Mustangs the last 10 minutes.
33-30 Clemson, 1:33 to play first half. Mustangs with the ball. They shoot to our left. Cross up top, hands to Oquendo. Right wing Chuck Harris. Edwards from the top of the key. He'll come left wing. They're denying Foster, fronting Gigatolu to deny an entry pass to him. BJ going to force it to him anyway. He's double teamed. He's run through, and they're going to call a foul by Chase Hunter that's going to send Samet to the line for a 1-and-1.
Boy, Samet has not worked harder in any game than he has in this first half without the ball. He tried to get the seal. They got the pass to him. It was very hard for him to catch. You saw the grimace on his face. He was having to wrestle just to get in position to make the catch off the pass. And then Hunter comes over from help. He didn't like the call, but that was absolutely the right call as they doubled Samet as soon as he caught it. But too much body right there by the 6'4 graduate from Atlanta, Chase Hunter.
A.J. George comes in for Cario Oquendo. Gigatolu at the line. It's a 1-and-1. And Colbert will sub in for him if he makes both of them, but he doesn't make the first. And Shefflin, it's like Foster came up with a rebound. It remains a 3-point Clemson lead with 1:07 to go in the first half.
Was that your fault?
I didn't say anything about his free throw shooting.
Oh, okay.
Not my fault at all. Hunter up top to Dylan Hunter, left corner, Jaden Zachary. Man, he is 5 of 5 from deep today. It's 36-30 Clemson.
Clemson 54% from the field, 71% from deep.
At the free throw line, Cross gives it up top to B.J. Edwards. Edwards working in a mismatch with Ian Shefflin. Drives him down to the low block and throws up a right-hander off the glass over him. 36-32 Clemson.
Nobody has improved to create their own shot more than B.J. Edwards this year. And without Loopy Miller, it becomes harder, but he has risen to the occasion so far in this ballgame. He's got 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting.
Chase Hunter to Dylan Hunter, left wing, guarded by A.J. George. Dylan drives on him, goes into the right corner. Foster fires a 3. He can do that more if he wants to. He airmailed it long.
With that shot for him, I want him to shoot every time.
I know.
There's no way that ball was going in.
Chuck Harris at midcourt, final possession with 8 seconds left of the half. Sabet will set the high screen. Chuck comes left wing, 3 to shoot. Chuck gives it up quickly. A.J. George, a 3, just a little bit short from the right wing, and the Mustangs will go to the breakdown 4.
Man, if George would have hit that, that would have been the cherry on top of 3 really good games in a row for him.
I might have jumped out of my chair for him on that one. Mustangs led by Chuck Harris and Matt Cross, each with 8 points. Jaden Zachary, a 15-point first half for Clemson, and the Tigers lead SMU 36-32 at the half. Scott will have the halftime show next. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of SMU Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. SMU Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They are neither a current client nor affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
Attention SMU fans, are you ready to secure your retirement with the team the Mustangs trust? Our seasoned team of financial professionals at Lord & Richards has been trusted by the Mustangs for their financial game plan. When you're ready to join the winning team, we'll craft a retirement strategy that suits your goals. Call us today at 972-905-3516. Lord & Richards, your winning play for a secure retirement.
On the Mustang Sports Network from Learfield, this is Mustang Halftime. Let's go courtside to Rich Phillips and Scott Garner.
Moody Coliseum, the site today for a huge ACC matchup with the SMU Mustangs and the Clemson Tigers. Scott Garner, Herman Hudson, 36-32. Clemson with a 4-point lead right here. And Herman, I can't remember the last time we were down by 4 at the half, and I felt so good.
Right. Certainly 10 threes in the first half there for Clemson. And to still be right in this game is a pretty good job by the Mustangs.
Real good job. You know, I like probably 7,000 people here. We're a little bit worried when we were down by 11. The biggest comeback victory for us so far this year, I believe, when we were down 9 against LSU.
Yeah, that's right.
Down 11 here. No reason why the Mustangs can't put together 20 good minutes here in the second half and come away with a victory. Did not know that was going to be, if that was even possible, about 10 minutes of gameplay ago. But how about the adjustment that Andy Enfield and the Mustangs make after, I think it was the second media timeout, where they're hitting everything that they throw up there. They hit their first 6 threes. They ended up hitting 10 threes for the half. But we adjust. We get our defense out on the perimeter, quit worrying about the paint so much, even though they've got a whole lineup full of drivers. We produced not 1, but 3 straight turnovers in a row, and we found something, and the game changed immediately.
Yeah, flipped it, a 14-3 run there. The Mustangs took advantage and got the game back to even, and then it's been a dogfight since then.
Oh, yeah. And how many jump balls? We had like 8 or 10 jump balls.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you could just see the energy elevate a little bit, the intensity on the glass. Like we had the scrum down under the basket where Samet was one of the first ones to the floor, and A.J. George and Keon going up and really fighting and pulling down a rebound that it resulted in another jump ball. So, yeah, certainly the guys were trying to lock them up on the glass.
We made the comment in that first half about how in the Duke game, in the Louisville game, you can make a case for the Wake Forest game, certainly the North Carolina game. You're down in those games, and you're not shooting well, and the opponent kind of pulls away. But you've really turned – I think the Mustangs have turned a corner today, both from a team standpoint and maybe from an Andy Enfield era standpoint, in that you continue to fight even when the chips are down.
Yeah, certainly. This is a team that has not been able to rally. That's just not been their calling card. They've been able to get out in front and run away from people, or they've been able to chase, but they stayed that same distance. And today they close that distance, and so they've got an opportunity here. But it's going to be really critical the first 3-4 minutes of the second half. Like, you've got to come out with great energy. That's been an area where, like against Mississippi State, there was an area of concern a couple other times this year, that first couple of minutes of the second half when you needed to really close it. So now the guys know how important this game is. They understand how it fits into the whole big picture, so they're certainly going to come out motivated. So we'll see how they respond here in the next for that first segment.
To underscore what you said, if you missed the first part of our broadcast, key number one to success tonight, got to bring the energy. You've got to set the tone, play hard. When the rough patches come, and they will against great teams, you can't allow the dam to break. SMU has struggled in that area. Did so against Duke, North Carolina, Louisville, as we noted. But, man, they have turned a corner, and it's been fun to watch.
And one of the areas you see with all the effort right now, rebounding, 21-10 advantage. Now, part of that was the Mustangs missed a lot of bunnies, got a lot of offensive rebounds. But certainly they were getting the second and third chance opportunities because they were staying after it.
Take a break. We will continue. SMU down 4 here at the break. It's Clemson 36. And the Mustangs 32. Mustangs basketball continues from Learfield.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
Xochitl is the official tortilla chips and salsa of SMU Athletics. Their deliciously thin and crispy tortilla chips and flavorful salsas are inspired by authentic Mexican recipes, all made with high-quality ingredients. Xochitl offers an assortment of flavors that are Project Non-GMO verified, certified gluten-free, and kosher certified. They also offer a variety of chips that are certified USDA organic. Order online now at xochitlsnacks.com. So thin, so crisp, so good. Xochitl.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Southern Methodist University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
4-point game here at the break. Clemson's got a 36-32 lead over the SMU Mustangs. SMU over the last handful of games has led at the half. In fact, you've led at the half in 6 of 7 coming in. You're down by 4 here. But one of the reasons why Clemson has not been able to pull away, even though they hit, 10 threes in that first half, Clemson was 10 of 15 from deep, is the fact that the Mustangs have given up 0 transition points. No fast break points so far in this ballgame. And we talked about key number 1. Key number 2 was handling the Clemson pressure because they have drivers that will play in transition, force you to play defense. I remember a key possession with about 3 minutes to go where Chuck Harris got back. They could have easily had an easy bucket in transition. We forced them to play in the half court. That's been huge.
Yeah, that certainly has been, but they've done a really good job of being patient once they did get in the half court and working the ball around, and that's how they've been able to get some good looks from 3, even when they wait for the Mustangs to get just a slight bit out of rotation before they take the shot.
Looking at some of the individual numbers here, nobody in double figures here for the Mustangs, but B.J. Edwards, 6 points, 5 boards on 3 of 6 shooting. He's been active. He's got 1 assist, no turnovers, but he does have the 1 assist, and we knew we had to have B.J. have a good game today with no Boopy Miller.
Yeah, certainly missing Boopy again for the 3rd straight game. And B.J. does an effective job of kind of being whatever you need him to be. There was only one time in that first half I saw him kind of gamble on a steal on the right wing where he went after it and he missed and ended up resulting in a shot for Hunter. But he's done a really good job today managing the game and kind of getting the offense going.
And you look at BJ's game, he's had at least 6 boards in each of his last 4 games. For a guard to do that says a lot.
Yeah, it certainly does, and he's been very effective on the glass, and that's just been effort. He's been really going after it on both ends of the floor.
And obviously this is a huge game. We've talked about it, but this is a quad 1 game for both teams because SMU comes in number 38 in the net. The Mustangs are 0-4 in quad 1 games, while Clemson is number 24 in the net. They're 3-2 in quad 1 matchups. This would be huge going into potentially trying to earn an at-large bid if the Mustangs can get it.
It's huge on 2 different areas. One, the standings in the league. You're trying to get the double bye for the conference tournament, so certainly you're fighting there. Also, when you talk about your resume for a potential at-large selection to the NCAA tournament, it's a huge opportunity. So this game has a lot at stake for the Mustangs. Clemson certainly has to feel really good about their position for Selection Sunday. They're trying to play for seeding at this point because of what they've done throughout the season.
No doubt, and you and I were talking about, this seeding is important come tournament time, as you talked talked about, Herman. 1 through 4 in the conference. You can finish in the top 4. You get not 1 but 2 byes going into the ACC tournament. 5 through 9 get 1 bye, and then if you finish 10 to 15, you've got to play on day 1. The seeding's important.
Yeah, certainly seeding's important, and then how it dictates the matchups too. Like getting that bye, the double bye is a huge opportunity because then you're already into the quarters, and then you get a chance to kind of sit back and watch teams play.
Take a break. We will continue. The Mustangs are down by 4 at halftime. It's Clemson 36 and SMU 32. Mustangs basketball continues from Learfield.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
Take the court with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
4-point contest, Clemson 36, SMU 32. It is halftime. Second half going to start here in just a few minutes. And one guy we have not talked a whole lot about here, Herman, A.J. George. A.J. George, the last 3 games, has been a key component to Andy Enfield's bench. He had 10 very quality minutes in that first half. Only scored a couple of points, couple rebounds, though, for A.J., and he did a lot right.
Yeah, he certainly did. He's a long defender. He moves his feet really well. He's clearly in sync with his teammates there. He drives guys into help whenever they do get by him. He did a really good job, and certainly he had a steal. He did a good enough job, and he was helping out on the offense too.
Yeah, A.J. George had double-digit minutes in 3 of the first 5 games this year. He's had double-digit minutes in the last 2. He has been very good for the Mustangs off the bench. And you look at some of the other numbers here. Chuck Harris, 8 points, 3 boards on 3 of 7. He was 2 of 4 from deep. We mentioned George Sumet, 2 points, 7 rebounds on 1 of 5 shooting. Thoughts on Sumet with 2 points?
Yeah, Sumet certainly he was struggling to get himself to catch low enough to be ready to go quickly up. So at the beginning he was trying to dribble and get himself into position, and they were collapsing and taking the ball away from him or trapping him. So that's one of the spots where the Mustangs have to take advantage early here in the second half, is getting him going offensively.
In no other game has he had to work harder before the catch than today.
Yeah, certainly today. They are making sure everything he's catching, it seems like it's 10, 12 feet from the basket. He's not able to get down there and really post up and catch it at 4 to 5 feet and be ready to go. He did once, and when he did, he missed the baby hook. It just kind of fell off the left side of the rim, but certainly they're going to have to get that going here in the second half in order for the Mustangs to rally back.
There have been times where Sumet has been doubled and he's been able to function off of it. Early today, he struggled, but he made the adjustment later.
Yeah, he did make the adjustment later, but yeah, it certainly was part of the adjustment for the Mustangs, but he's going to have to really get after it. He did a great job on the glass, though, because he stayed after it offensively. He had 5 offensive rebounds.
You know, and Shefflin and Locken both combined for about 23, 24 points a game. I think they've got 9 points between them right now, and we've done a good job on them so far.
Well, and that's because they've been so effective from the perimeter. They haven't really relied on those guys.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting, the adjustment here in this first 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Second half coming up. Most important 20 minutes of basketball so far for the Mustangs. Coming up next, SMU down 4 to Clemson. It's Clemson 36 and the Mustangs 32. Back in a moment. Mustangs basketball continues from Learfield.
It's finally time for Mustangs basketball, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some West Texas favorites and ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour, 4 to 7, Sunday through Friday, with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, ozonagrill.com.
Need a little home makeover to get through the last few weeks of winter? Kohl's is having a big sale, so you can give your home a reset. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save an extra 15% on so much to refresh your space, like stylish decor, cozy pillows, convenient storage, and so much more. So hurry to Kohl's to snag your savings before the secret's out. Select styles. Kohl's Rewards 15% off coupon valid through March 2nd. Must be a Kohl's Rewards member. Exclusions apply. Visit a store or kohls.com for details.
Second half just about to start up at Moody Coliseum. Clemson 36, SMU 32. Scott, in that first half, B.J. Edwards had 2 more steals. He does average 2.3, which is second in the ACC. That also gives him now 61 steals on the season, ties him for 8th in a single season in SMU history with Brian Hopkins and Carlton McKinney. Got a ways to go to catch Gerald Lewis on that single season lease. He had 79.
Wow.
In the 92-93 season. Gerald, the season a leader in assist average at 2.9, by the way.
The Mustangs coming out in the zone look here.
Clemson with the ball to our left. Chase Hunter down on the low block to Locken. Back out to Hunter. Going to drive as he was closed out by Oquendo. Pull up and score from 17. It's 38-32 Clemson.
Boy, he has great vision in transition, and he does a good job in the half court, too. But we forced Chase off the three-point line. That was a tough make.
B.J. Edwards flipped the ball over to Chuck Harris just a second too early. Chuck wasn't in the front court yet. They turned it over.
Boy, mental mistake right there. We talked about it on the halftime show about how the first 4 minutes of the second half so critical for the Mustangs.
8th turnover of the game. 4 of them credited to Chuck Harris. That one a tough one to go on his ledger, but it does count on him. Shefflin, top of the key. Foul away from the ball. They call Samet. Guess he ran through a screen down here.
Well, he was trying to cut Victor Locken, the cutter. Man, that better have been blatant to warrant a whistle like that. I'd like to see a replay on that.
First foul on Samet. 38-32 Clemson leading just underway second half. Locken, left wing to Shefflin. Around to the right wing for Dylan Hunter. Comes Shefflin on the left wing. Hands to Chase Hunter. Locken at the top of the key. 8 to shoot. Right wing, Dylan Hunter. Circles to the left wing side. Has Samet on him in a switch. Zachary down to the baseline, shoots on the run from 15 short, rebounded Locken around left wing. Chase Hunter cans a 3. 41-32 Clemson, and Andy Enfield immediately calls a timeout.
Well, he senses that Clemson's come out with not a little bit more energy, but a lot more energy to start this second half. He knows how important the first 4 minutes are. And Clemson has come out, and they are up 5-0 to start this second half against the Mustangs.
19:01 remaining, 41-32. Clemson leads SMU. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of SMU Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. SMU Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They are neither a current client nor affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
It's finally time for Mustangs basketball, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some West Texas favorites and ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour, 4 to 7, Sunday through Friday, with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, ozonagrill.com.
19:01 remaining. Clemson 41, SMU 32. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's at Kohls.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Our game sponsor today is Veritex Bank. Pony up and choose a community banking partner with SMU roots. Veritex Community Bank is Dallas-based and has the local expertise and decision-making that Texans expect. Whether for small business or personal banking, Veritex Bank is there to support your journey through a better state of banking. Learn more about what it makes Veritex at SMU a winning team at veritexbank.com. That's VERITEX Bank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Not a great start to the second half of the Mustangs. In fact, probably a pretty poor start because Clemson's come out with energy. We've made a bad turnover, and the Mustangs right now are down 5-0 to start this second half.
Did you know it wasn't a good start because of what you saw, or because Andy called a timeout 59 seconds
Well,
in?
when I saw him call, this is the first season we've had him, and I thought, man, this guy knows what he's doing. He could sense it just like everybody else. We needed that timeout, and he wasn't afraid to call it.
A little full court pressure out of the timeout for the Tigers. Looks like no changes for SMU out of that timeout. Matt Cross will bring it in. Again, full court pressure for Clemson. 19:01 left. Mustangs are down 9. We ready? Now we're ready. Cross to fire it in. Goes to B.J. Edwards. Gives to Chuck Harris, and they'll sag off after that. Harris into the front court. Left sideline. Cement high screen. Chuck to the free throw line. Pulls up. Goes right wing. Ball trickles over to B.J. Edwards. Edwards around a screen from Matt Cross. Shefflin defending him now. Right corner, Cario Oquendo drives baseline, gives it up on the right wing to Matt Cross, 6 to shoot. Cross had his pass knocked away, right back to him. Matt will take a step back three. A terrible look over Chase Hunter. Rebound out long to Jaden Zachary, who runs it ahead.
Boy, and Clemson with really strong ball pressure on guards that time. They got 2 deflections in that possession.
Zachary drives by everybody, swatted by Oquendo, but it goes right in the hands of Victor Locken, who lays it in. 43-32, Clemson matching their largest lead, and they have a 5-0 start to the half.
And they have turned it up. They have scored the first 7 points of the half.
And another errant pass. They said touched by Hunter, and the Mustangs will retain possession. Yeah, it is a 7-0 start to the half by Clemson.
And the one thing I noticed, too, on that last possession, Rich, is that they got their hands on not 1 pass, but 2. They are being very active. That's the adjustment that Clemson has made out of the locker room halftime break.
43-32, they lead it. B.J. Edwards at midcourt. Edwards guarded by Chase Hunter. Comes right wing, right corner Matt Cross.
Boy, Locke confronting Sumet, not allowing a pass to him.
Left wing Oquendo. Cario into the paint, goes up, stripped of the ball by Jaden Zachary. He loses the handle. Cario can't come up with it on the deck, and it makes it to the way to Chase Hunter. He throws it ahead to Zachary. Thought he traveled. They enter the ball now to Ian Shefflin. Bang it inside with Cement. A foul on the second bang, and Yigatolu called for the personal foul.
They'll let you get one, but that second bang, they're going to call it, and I'm a little bit shocked that Shefflin didn't realize all he had to do was catch, pivot, and go up for a layup. He waited on what he thought was the defender there, and it kind of helped us out, but it turns out that Sumet ends up getting a foul call off of it.
His second, A.J. George comes on for Oquendo. Entry to Shefflin in the right corner. Lock it up top, knocked away by Yigatolu. It'll trickle into the backcourt. It'll be Clemson ball with 15 to shoot.
You know, Victor Lockett is 6'11". Sumet is 7'2", but Victor, even though he's a few inches shorter, fronting Sumet, making a lob pass almost impossible. Sumet has had to really work on the offensive end to get catches and to even get the ball passed to him.
Zachary up top. Edwards defending him. Shefflin sets a screen. Entry pass to Locken. Posting up against Yigatolu. Sumet forcing him out a little bit. Now he goes up. That's an up and down. They didn't call anything. And they call a foul on Sumet on the second shot attempt.
You know, it would have been a travel, but Locken was juggling the ball, so they let him get away with that, which was the appropriate non-call. And then they just throws up a prayer, and Sumet gets another foul called on him.
That's 3. He'll have to come out. Jarrell Colbert's going to sub in. 17-17 to go. And Victor Lockett at the foul line.
I think what's more notable here is that they're really frustrating Sumet. They're being very physical with him, and he's not very happy. They may have to pull him out of the ball game.
Well, they are because of the 3 fouls.
Okay, here he comes.
And Locken makes the first. 44-32 Clemson. Andy Enfield wants a word with lead official Roger Ayers. Second free throw coming up for Victor Locken.
SMU hasn't scored to start the half.
Nope. And Clemson has scored 9. They're up 45-32, largest lead today. 17-12 to play.
And their biggest run.
Colbert, right wing handoff. George fumbled it. It almost went backcourt. Chuck Harris saves it. B.J. Edwards, top of the key. Jarrell sets a screen for him. Chuck Harris at the top of the key, guarded by Jaden Zachary. Chuck comes right wing. Now has Dylan Hunter on him, and Hunter called for the bump.
This is what's going to have to happen because SMU just unable to get the ball entered into either Colbert or Cement because they are fronting the post, and they are making guards be athletes, and they're making us, to get a paint touch, drive into the paint.
Lob comes up top on the inbound to Jarrell Colbert. Hands off Chuck Harris. Harris has Hunter on his hip. Now backs out left wing. He has the big man Locken defending him. Edwards at the top of the key. BJ with 7 to shoot. Foul away for the ball. That's going to be on Jaden Zachary as he knocked Jarrell Colbert to the deck.
And as strong as Colbert was pushing back on him, I'm surprised that Zachary didn't pull the chair out from underneath him. Had he, I'm not sure that would have been a foul.
Zachary's first foul, second team foul on the Tigers. 20 to shoot for SMU. Chuck Harris trigger the inbound up top to B.J. Edwards. Edwards to the left wing. He's left open, fires a three, cans it. It's only his second made three in the last 7 games, 45-35 Clemson.
Yeah, he was on an 0 for 15 stretch till he finally hit one against Notre Dame.
And here's a foul on the perimeter as Jarrell Colbert bumps Victor Locken to the deck. And for Colbert, that's going to be his fourth team foul on SMU in the half.
Mustangs have already come back from being down by 11 in this ball game. Can they do it again? Down 13 a moment ago. You've cut it to 10.
Miles Foster is going to come on for Victor Locken. They give up a lot of height there. Foster only 6'7". And they're also going to bring Dell Jones in. 45-35 Clemson with 16:28 to play. Johan Traore comes up to the scorer's table for the first time today. He will replace Jarrell Colbert. Traore returned from injury Wednesday night at Notre Dame. Had 8 points in that game. Jones feeds Shefflin, go to the basket, up over the glass, off the glass, and good over Matt Cross. 47-35. Clemson was 16-17 to play. And the Mustangs call a timeout there because they could not inbound against pressure.
Man.
That's exactly what happened. Second timeout already called in the half for SMU, and we're going to take it with them. 16-16 to play. Clemson 47, SMU 35. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Are you tired of the same old grocery store experience when it comes to your search for high-quality, wholesome protein? At Deep Cuts Dallas, we are your source of premium Black Angus and Texas Wagyu custom-cut steaks. We stock free-range poultry, heritage pork, handmade sausages, and healthy fats like grass-fed beef tallow. You can find us centrally located in the northwest corner of Coit and Beltline in North Dallas. Visit our website to find out more at deepcutsdallas.com or on social media at Deep Cuts Dallas. Deep Cuts Dallas. We are meat.
Hey Mustang fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to SMU basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the SMU Mustangs. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
16-16 to go. Clemson 47, SMU 35. Bank of Texas, powered by BOK Financial, is a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. At Bank of Texas, we do business one client at a time because we know when you succeed, we succeed. We go above so you can go beyond. Mustang fans, be part of the team behind the team. Give to the Mustang Athletic Fund and impact all of SMU's 17 varsity sports. The Mustang Club, shaping champions since 1935, is at SMUMustangClub.com.
Now, this Clemson team winning a lot of battles inside. That's been a big difference in the first 4 minutes to start this second half. Victor Locken responsible for a lot of the success that they've had to start this second half. He's the 6'11 Russian who's 245 pounds. Again, the Mustangs saw him for 3 years when he played with Cincinnati against the Mustangs. A lot of games, Victor Locken shows off his skill. He uses his skill to be successful, his footwork, his touch around the rim. He does a great job on shot fakes, plays with a healthy pace. He made a jump pass off of a hook shot look to his partner, Shefflin, the other post on this team. So he does a lot in most games on the offensive end using skill. But today, Victor Locken has been successful using his strength in denying Samet Yigatolu entry passes and forcing him to catch off of his spot and getting Samet into some foul trouble here. That's why Samet is not in this ball game. So Locken most of the time does it with his skill. Today, the Clemson Post doing it with his strength to be successful today.
Mustangs will bring it in against pressure. They just used their second timeout of the half. They have only one remaining. Matt Cross going to trigger it into B.J. Edwards, and they'll sag off after that with only Jaden Zachary pressuring the ball. B.J. into the front court. Boy, they have called some ticky-tacky fouls, have they not? That was a hold they called inside on Del Jones. I will tell you, I'm glad they called it, because that's exactly what Samet Yigatolu got called for at the other end a few minutes ago.
You can tell the officials got together at halftime saying, hey, this thing's getting way too physical. What are we going to do about it? And they've called a foul on each post on each end.
Entry pass comes to Traore, right wing, right corner, B.J. Edwards, driving baseline. They double team him, brings it outside to Matt Cross. Cross drives, splits two defenders, and a reach-in foul call before he goes up for the shot. And that one, I think it's on Ian Shefflin. 47-35, Clemson leads it. It is Shefflin.
Could have gotten Shefflin. Could have gotten Hunter, who came over for help right there.
That's who I thought it was, but I saw him signal four.
I think that's who it should have been on.
I agree. Right corner entry pass to Chuck Harris. He comes up to the top of the key. Mustangs down 12 with 15:54 to go. J.J. George drives baseline, goes up, but he's fouled on the shot. That one's going to go on Miles Foster. That's going to be his third. And A.J. making things happen again. He's going to go to the free throw line.
You know, from a defensive standpoint, you've got to pick your poison. What are you going to do? Are you going to take away the paint, or are you going to take away the perimeter? Hard to do both. Clemson's been taking away the paint. They've been fronting the post today, not allowing entry passes. So in order for the Mustangs to get paint touches, they've had to drive it in there. And SMU being very strong off the bounce out of this timeout, it's what they're going to have to do, because that's what Clemson is giving us.
Did George last year at Long Beach State did score 10.5 points per game, playing 28 minutes. And
yeah,
he has come on here over the previous two games, combined 13 points. He just made that first free throw. He's got 3 today.
You know, that was a winning team that made the NCAA tournament last year.
And he made both these free throws. It's 47-37. Victor Locken did come back in during the free throws as Foster picked up his third foul. They throw it ahead to Locken in the front court.
It's important to remember you're still very much in this game. You're only down by 10 right here. A lot of ball game to go. 16 minutes to go.
Hunter, left wing. What a crossover to free himself from Edwards. Passes right corner. Jaden Zachary misses a three. A rare thing for him today. B.J. Edwards with a rebound. Outlet Matt Cross. Cross trying to run right at Shefflin, and he loses the handle on a crossover. Here goes Zachary the other way. Edwards backing up with him, and he scores right over him. 49-37 Clemson.
He earned that. I thought Edwards did a good job defending without fouling in transition. He contested that shot. Just a really good make right there by Shefflin.
Edwards between the circles. Gives to Harris. Traore sits the high screen. Chuck to the right elbow. Throws right corner cross. Rising up for three. Too strong. Rebound out of bounds. They said Victor Locken touched it last. I was very unsure, to be honest.
You know, Traore hit the ball hard, but it was last touched by Clemson.
Keon Ambrose Hilton going to come in for Matt Cross with 15:02 to play. SMU down a dozen. Chuck Harris will fire the inbound pass.
You've already had to dig deep once. The Mustangs were down by 11 early in the game. and came back to tie and take the lead. You were down by 13 a moment ago. You got to keep battling.
Lob up top to Traore. Hand off to Chuck Harris, top of the key. Around a high screen from Traore. Goes to left wing. Drives. Ball knocked out of Chuck's hands. Picked up by Chauncey Wiggins. Throws this one ahead. Dell Jones, and he went up with no idea what he was going to do. He was swatted by Keon Ambrose Hilton, and then he was laying out of bounds with the ball. Hit him in the leg. Mustang ball.
Both Matt Cross and Chuck Edwards, or Chuck Harris, I should say, are usually your two best drivers in terms of strength off the bounce, but they both kind of turned it over the last two possessions. That's very unusual, but the Mustangs still only down by 12 here.
Cario Oquendo and Samet Yugotolu return. Dylan Hunter will come in for his brother Chase on the Clemson side. 14:49 left, 49-37. Clemson leads SMU. Mustangs have outscored 13-5 in the second half. Edwards to the front court. Comes right wing side, finds Yugotolu all alone in the lane. Lockett had hedged up, and Cement makes him pay with a dunk. 49-39 Clemson.
Yeah, that's the negative side effect of high hedging right there. Lockett could not recover. Easy layup in the half court. Haven't had many of those. In fact, it was a dunk.
Lockett gives to Dylan Hunter to the right elbow. Comes back out to Lockett. He fires a three. That one's too strong. Rebound bounces up in the air, and it comes down to B.J. Edwards.
His seventh rebound. Great rebound from his guard spot.
Big 50-50 win there. They deny the pass to Samet. Lockett knocks it away. Dylan Hunter has it. Hunter running ahead. Right wing. Wiggins pulls up for three. No good. Cario Oquendo rebounds, and he's pulled down to the floor, and a foul called on Jaden Zachary.
Two big defensive rebounds here for the Mustangs. First Edwards, now Cario Oquendo. No doubt a foul right there on Oquendo. You know, if you're Samet, you just got to play through the contact. That's Victor Lockett. He's going to be physical. You're not going to get a foul call every time. You can't complain to the officials about it. You just got to keep playing.
16 foul on Clemson in the half. 14:05 remaining. It's 49-39 Clemson. SMU has the ball. And the Tigers going full court. A.J. George runs to the backcourt, takes the inbound pass. A.J. looking to push the pace. Boy, he almost lost the handle. It's poked out of bounds. They said it went off A.J.'s knee.
He wanted to push to try to get him in rotation or score in transition right there. Three bad turnovers here for the Mustangs the last 5 possessions.
12 turnovers overall. And Clemson has 13 points off SMU turnovers. 49-39 they lead. They have the ball. Locking up top. Hands this off to Dylan Hunter. To Chase Hunter, left wing, off a screen, fires up a three. No good. B.J. Edwards, another big rebound. B.J. pushing the pace here. Holds up now on the right wing. Oquendo from the top of the key, drives inside, right hand off the glass, no good. Lockett knocks the rebound off of Samet Yugotolu, and a foul is going to be called, I think, on Samet.
Oh, boy, that is unfortunate right there. He may have to come out of the game again.
That's his fourth.
Man.
With 13:38 to play, Andy Enfield has to take him out, and Jarrell Colbert will come on.
Gosh, and the early paint touch allowed Cario Oquendo to get a great look at the rim, but he just missed it. You got to make that little runner right there.
Colbert on. Also, I believe it was Chuck Harris who returned for SMU out there with Ambrose Hilton, Edwards, and Oquendo. 13:38 left. 49-39 Clemson lead.
You know, in basketball, things domino. If Cario makes that shot, Samet doesn't even have a chance to pick up a foul there.
Ian Shefflin back in. He'll play the post right now for Clemson. And Chauncey Wiggins up top. Foul off the ball. Chuck Harris trying to fight through a screen. 16th foul for SMU. That evens it up with 13:26 left. Sideline inbound. Chase Hunter to fire this in. Up top to Chauncey Wiggins. Right side to Dylan Hunter. Dylan Hunter hasn't scored today. He had a career-high 17 last Saturday against Florida State. Chase Hunter, left wing with 6 on the shot clock. Bounce pass into Shefflin, fumbles the ball, comes out to Dylan Hunter with 2 on the shot clock. He'll have to force a 3 over Oquendo that's missed. Shefflin with an offensive rebound and tied up by B.J. Edwards. Mustang ball on the alternating possession.
That's a tough call to make. I think it should have been a travel over the jump. I thought he traveled and moved the pivot foot before the ball was tied up. In any event, the Mustangs will have the possession here, but now we lose the possession now having gotten it.
Into the front court, B.J. Edwards. Jarrell Colbert, left wing handoff, Chuck Harris. Right wing to Edwards. Right corner. He fires a pass. Oquendo open for three. It's no good. Shefflin fighting for the rebound and is able to save it in to Jaden Zachary. Zachary running ahead in transition with a Euro step. Blocked by B.J. Edwards. They call B.J. for a foul, though.
Probably wouldn't had he not swatted so aggressively, but he swatted. I thought he had him walled up nicely, not enough body contact, but with that swat, they're going to blow the whistle. Cario was trying not to miss the three. He was so wide open, didn't shoot in rhythm, and as soon as he let it go like that, I thought, man, he's got a little chance to make it.
And he had 25 on Wednesday, 2 today.
Yeah, man.
Matt Cross going to sub in here in a moment. Free throws for Jaden Zachary. He is an 83% shooter on the year. Good on the first one. Zachary has 18. His average is 10.5.
Well, Zachary, a good player, too. Really attacked, I thought, more than usual against Florida State in his last ball game, but does a good job of keeping his eyes up on the attack to make people around him better.
SMU going to go a little small here as now Keon Ambrose Hilton will play the 5. Colbert came out. Jake Heidbreeder will sub in for Jaden Zachary after he made both free throws. Again, a 12-point lead for Clemson, 51-39 with 12:41 to play.
The Mustangs have played now over 7 minutes here in the second half and have just 7 points.
Harris to midcourt, hounded by Chase Hunter. Left wing side. Chuck going to fire up a 3 from there. It's no good. Matt Cross, offensive rebound on the near side. Bounce pass underneath. Ambrose Hilton for the flush. 51-41 Clemson.
Well, great job of drawing the double team, and Matt Cross bouncing it to Keon Ambrose Hilton, and the Mustangs now within 10 again.
Up top, Heidbreeder. Dribbling to the right wing side. Now comes left, gives it to Shefflin at the free throw line. Bounce pass down low. Keon Ambrose Hilton recovered too late. Chauncey Wiggins scores, and he's fouled.
Boy, late on the recovery. Tried to contest the shot, so it's insult to injury. If he's going to get the dunk, can't foul him there. Or if you're going to foul him hard enough where he doesn't make the shot.
A.J. George coming on for Cario Oquendo. At the line, Chauncey Wiggins. Wiggins coming off the bench today for only the 4th time all season. And he has just 2 points, that bucket right there that he made. And 3 the hard way for him, 54-41. This matches Clemson's largest lead with 12 minutes to play. Edwards met in the front court by Hunter, gives it into the paint. He's going up against Shefflin, forces it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound tapped out. Here's Dylan Hunter. He has a 2-on-1 with Chase, his brother. Chase now into the paint, pulls up, shoots over Chuck Harris. It's good. 56-41 Clemson.
Andy wanted a timeout, and Michael Sweats comes off the bench and says, hey, coach, you've only got 1.
Cross down on the low block. Crab dribbling in against the big man, Chauncey Wiggins, and he banks it home, 56-43. Clemson with 11:22 left.
Nice response right there by Matt Cross, using his strength to get to the rim.
Brad Brownell doesn't want his team to let up, the head coach for Clemson. Hunter, well, that would look like a carry by Chase Hunter. And loses the handle on a crossover through Chuck Harris, and it winds up in B.J. Edwards' hands. A credit to Keon Ambrose Hilton, and he can't catch it on a run.
Oh, he did a great job of sprinting out in front of the ball in transition, just couldn't catch the pass.
11:05 to go. Clemson 56, SMU 43. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
For 110 years, Vista Bank has been helping entrepreneurs make their move. Recently named one of Dallas Business Journal's top commercial banks and Dallas Morning News Best Bank of Dallas-Fort Worth, Vista is committed to SMU athletics. That's why they're partnering with us to help one lucky Dallas business owner make their move this year. Go to MakeYourMoveDallas.com today and enter to win $10,000 of advertising to our amazing SMU fans. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Vista Bank. People first.
Xochitl is the official tortilla chips and salsa of SMU Athletics. Their deliciously thin and crispy tortilla chips and flavorful salsas are inspired by authentic Mexican recipes, all made with high-quality ingredients. Xochitl offers an assortment of flavors that are Project Non-GMO verified, certified gluten-free, and kosher certified. They also offer a variety of chips that are certified USDA organic. Order online now at xochitlsnacks.com. So thin, so crisp, so good. Xochitl.
Take the court with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
11:05 remaining. Clemson 56, SMU 43. Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency, is standing by, ready to find you the right employees. Whether you're a small local company or command a large national workforce, Luxor is committed to providing you with exceptional service and competitive pricing. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com. Learn more about how we do staffing right. Only one more chance to see the Mustangs at home this season, coming up Tuesday, March 4th. Syracuse will be here for an 8 o'clock start. 214 SMU game or SMUmustangs.com for tickets. We got a California swing coming up next week. Wednesday night, stay up late with us. 10 p.m. Central Time tip for SMU at Cal. And then next Saturday, 4 p.m. Central, SMU at Stanford.
Well, we were talking earlier about how this Clemson team's really good. You know, they come in, they're the best shooting team in terms of three-point shooting in the league. SMU right at 38% themselves, but the turnover margin's been huge today, and as it has been usually in a lot of Clemson games. You look at the turnovers, and SMU has turned the ball over 13 times, but the Mustangs have only forced 7 turnovers. And you look at the turnovers that the Mustangs have forced recently, no more than 12 in any of the last 4 games. So we haven't been turning teams over a bunch, but we've had probably 4 or 5 kind of unforced turnovers this second half alone.
Third all-time meeting between Clemson and SMU. The Tigers won back in 1970. SMU with a big win in 2014 at Madison Square Garden over Clemson in the NIT semifinal.
Yeah, that first
Brad Brownell, by the way, was at that game too.
Yeah, he was. Sure was. You know, you mentioned that first meeting, 1970-71 season. Clemson winning that ball game, 67-51. It's interesting how, you know, a lot of these teams in the ACC, obviously we haven't played many times, but Brownell is going to become what the second longest tenured coach of the ACC is right now, behind Leonard Hamilton.
Heidberger up top, left wing to Shefflin. Clemson with a 13-point lead. Locken top of the key, gives it up to Jaden Zachary. Stumbled. Boy, I thought that was a travel. Chase Hunter, 10 to shoot. Hunter goes around a screen and gives to Locken, rolling to the basket. Ambrose Hilton totally lost his coverage. It's 58-43.
You know, we're getting out on shooters and have been since about the second media timeout of the first half, so no help defense there, and Keon Ambrose Hilton was left alone.
Ambrose Hilton comes to A.J. George. Chuck Harris between the circles. Harris to the right wing side. Left wing for Matt Cross. Cross gives to Ambrose Hilton, rolling to the basket. Can't hang on to it. It's poked out of bounds by Shefflin with 11 to shoot.
You know, and the question here for Andy Enfield is, you know, your big man Sumet's got 4 fouls. That's why Keon's in the game right now. And, you know, with 4, given the time and score, you wonder if Andy doesn't get Sumet back in here pretty soon. You don't want to foul your own guy out yourself.
Entry pass comes to A.J. George. Left wing Harris, 8 to shoot for Chuck. Comes around 2 screens to the right elbow, pulled up, did not shoot, had it poked away. Now he's down on the deck, fights it away from Ian Shefflin, and it winds up being a shot clock violation.
Well, that's unfortunate right there, too. We fight to get the ball and get it out to BJ, who had a clean look right there, and then the shot clock goes off.
Harris has had a tough day with 5 turnovers.
Yep.
Here's Johan Traore on for Ambrose Hilton. Cario Oquendo will return for Chuck Harris.
5 of SMU's 14, in fact. It's a lot of turnovers. You know, this Clemson team, second best turnover margin in the league. They turn it over 11 times and force 13 a game.
Clemson with the ball, a little pressure in the backcourt. Chase Hunter across the timeline to Jaden Zachary. 9:55 left. SMU's down 15. Left wing 3. They're down 18 as Hunter hits that one. It's 61-43. Quickly into the front court, A.J. George back up top to Matt Cross. Cross has 10 today, the only double-digit scores so far for the Mustangs. Cross working against Victor Locken, spins in the paint, bounce pass to nobody there.
everything congested. You've got two guys in white, but you also have three defenders sitting there in the paint. That's a tough bounce pass to make, but if Cross takes that, that's a tough 10-footer. He was kind of in jail there.
Mustangs have been outscored 25-11 in this second half with 9:28 left.
Clemson's done a good job of playing defense. Third best defensive team in terms of points allowed a game, 66 a contest.
Left corner, Chase Hunter down on the low block to Victor Locken, loses the ball as he turns, and it was poked out of bounds by B.J. Edwards with 13 to shoot.
And the Mustangs getting outscored 25-11 here in the second half.
Well, you got your answer here, Scott. With 9:18 left, Samet Yigatolu is going to come back on despite 4 fouls.
Yep.
Mustangs go a little big now because he's out there along with Johan Trior.
It's a good call right here. Given time and score, can't keep him on. Might as well put him out there.
9:18 left. Samet has 4 fouls. Inbound comes up top to Locken, hands it off to Zachary. Zachary drives down the right side of the paint, off the glass, doesn't fall, and Zachary with his own rebound. Up top to Chase Hunter, back to Jaden Zachary, left wing 3, it's no good. Rebound tapped out, Shefflin controls.
Another offensive rebound, and this is just about the Mustangs' willingness to dig in, want to. Hard to do it, got to do it a full 40.
Chase Hunter, left wing Heidbreeder, side dribble to the left, misses a 3, rebound, loose on the floor. Trayor touched it last as it goes out of bounds. Ian Shefflin's over there arguing with Roger Ayers, and Roger said, "It's your ball, bud."
The thing is, though, with the offensive rebounds, Clemson's taken almost a minute off the clock here, this trip down the floor.
Harris comes back in for Oquendo. Yeah, we're down to 8:47 left and still down 18. Heidbreeder gives to Jaden Zachary at midcourt. Zachary, a 19-point game. Shefflin now top of the key to Locken. He'll fire up another 3. Rims out. Matt Cross with a rebound. Outlet to Chuck Harris. Harris will set it up in the front court. Cross thought about a top of the key 3. Now he drives and tangled up as he goes up. And that's going to be on Chase Hunter, his second. And it's a 2-shot foul. He was on the gather.
And Matt Cross drawing what is a second foul, I believe, here for the Mustangs. A good job in that respect. Playing tough always does, but that's what makes him valuable. Even when there's no opening, he can kind of create one.
First free throw good for Matt, 71% on the year.
I thought he was just fantastic in that Notre Dame game. Just played great one-on-one defense against Tay Davis in that first half. Just so unselfish. Walled up inside without fouling. Made some great plays today. Just haven't had enough support around him. He's the only guy in double figures.
He now has 12 as he makes both free throws. 61-45 Clemson. 8:25 to play. Ambrose Hilton back on for Johan Traor. Dylan Hunter, top of the key. Zachary, right side. Comes top of the key against B.J. Edwards. Entry to Victor Locken, going right at it with Samet, who has 4 fouls. Samet defends him tough, and Locken able to force the shot in. 63-45 Clemson.
Victor doesn't let Samet catch where he wants to, but that time Samet let Victor catch where he wanted to, and he ended up scoring.
Harris all the way out near midcourt, forced out there by a double team. Edwards now from the right corner, lobs it into Samet as they kind of lost coverage on him with Locken, and Samet lays it in, gives him only 6. It's 63-47 Clemson.
And again, you're down 16 here. It's not impossible. You have to play great basketball the last 7.5.
Chuck Harris with a reach-in foul that's going to put Dylan Hunter at the line for a 1-and-1 after the timeout. 7:38 left. Clemson 63, SMU 47. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
Central Market is really into food, like fish flown in so fresh it still has jet lag into food. Our sourdough starter has been around since grunge was a thing into food. We're talking more prime cuts than a greatest hits album into food. Central Market is really into food. If you are too, then we're the HQ for you. Whether you're a make every recipe in the cookbook foodie or a my favorite recipe is reheat type who just digs the delectable, no place makes every day more delicious like Central Market. Really into food. Shop now at centralmarket.com.
Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms, the official freestanding ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 3 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms. Pony up.
Pony up and choose a community banking partner with SMU Roots. Veritex Community Bank is Dallas-based and has the local expertise and decision-making that Texans expect. Whether for small business or personal banking, Veritex Bank is there to support your journey through a better state of banking. Learn more about what makes Veritex and SMU a winning team at veritexbank.com. That's VERITEX Bank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
7:38 to play. Clemson 63, SMU 47. The SMU digital game program is here. No matter where you're watching or listening to the game from, you can have all the SMU info you need right in the palm of your hands. Get up-to-date rosters, stats, schedule information, player highlights, and more. Visit SMUmustangs.com/publications to access the digital program on game days.
Hey, this Clemson team, for all we've talked about how they shoot well, man, they are a tough team. Their guards are tough. Their interior defense is tough. I think Victor Locken has played a fantastic game today. He's had 11 points, 6 boards, 4 of 8, 1 of 3 from deep. And when I say fantastic, I'm not even talking about those numbers. I'm talking about the defensive end, frustrating Samet Yigatolu, baiting him into some fouls, pushing him off of his spot, fronting him when he needed to do that. He has really been a difference maker today for the Clemson Tigers. They're a really tough team, Rich.
I tell you, one thing that I believe has hurt SMU again without Poopy Miller is there's been multiple times where Locken will edge up, give the high hedge, and they have only made him pay twice, I believe, dumping it into Samet immediately. Just a moment ago, they did it from the corner when he hedged out there. One other time from up high, but other times the Mustangs, they just can't find it in there quick enough to Samet to take advantage of that moment.
And it's hard, too. I was talking to a coach about this earlier. I think it was Jim Boeheim the other day, and we were talking about, you rarely get run ball screen action. Rarely do you get it to the roll man. Most of the time, it'll be the guy with the ball that drives in, or in the NBA, 60% of the time, you come off that high screen and it goes into the opposite corner. You rarely get it inside, but they've done a good job. It's hard to find that roll man consistently. A lot of teams, the roll man makes shots, and teams get worried about it, but it rarely happens.
Boy, Dylan Hunter had 17 last Saturday, a career high. Mm-hmm. He's looking for his first point here at the free throw line, and he has it. He had missed 2 free throws already today. He does have 6 assists. 64-47 Clemson with 7:38 left. And Hunter's second free throw good. That matches their largest lead at 65-47. B.J. Edwards will bring this ahead for SMU. High screen Yigatolu. B.J. almost poked away by Dylan Hunter. Gives it to Chuck Harris, right wing. Harris, inside they go to Samet. Bang it against Ian Shefflin. Goes in with a right hook, and it's good. Samet has 8. 65-49 Clemson.
Nice job right there by Samet, not deterred by the contact, inviting the contact, initiating the contact. Turned over his left shoulder into the defender. It would have been better served going the other way to the baseline. But, hey, when you're that strong and you can do that, have at it.
Dylan Hunter on the left wing. Around a high screen from Locken. Hunter cut off by Samet to the left corner. Jaden Zachary rims out on a 3. 8th rebound of the game for B.J. Edwards as he brings it ahead. Edwards quickly into Samet. Bang it against Locken. Fouled as he goes up. They finally called it late. He's fouled by Ian Shefflin, the second defender who came in on the front side, and Samet will shoot 2 free throws.
Nice job.
Like they waited to see if he made the shot or not before they blew it.
Yeah, they did. And again, Samet, nice job drawing the foul. But again, they make him catch a little bit further away from the basket than he's accustomed to. So it was still a tough shot. Fortunately, he was able to draw enough contact to get to the line.
And he makes the first free throw. Samet with 9. Also has 7 rebounds today. And playing here, it's gone about 4 minutes now with these 4 fouls.
Well, the first 4 minutes of this second half, a huge difference maker for the Clemson Tigers today.
Samet uses all of the rim on the second one, and it's good. 65-51 Clemson, 6:42 remaining.
Yeah. Portion of the Moody faithful still in this ball game right here, hoping for a second comeback today.
Chase Hunter, Locken up top, right back to Hunter, left wing to Dylan Hunter. Shefflin from the top of the key. Gives to Zachary. Zachary drives, comes outside. Shefflin wide open three. Too strong. Ambrose Hilton, what a great rebound for him up high.
Great
Takes
rebound.
it away from Victor Locken.
They just kept trying to wrestle the ball away from him. He was going to have none of it.
Mustangs are down 14 with 6:10 to play. Chuck Harris with another bad turnover in the front court.
He got caught between attacking the paint or kicking it out, and he didn't do either and lost the ball.
Chase Hunter on the left wing. 6 turnovers for Chuck today. Shefflin, right wing pass to Jaden Zachary. Zachary has a switch and he stumbles and falls down as he drives down to the baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. Clemson looking for the foul call that doesn't come.
I like how Chuck, even though he's turned it over 6 times, he has not had a great game today by any stretch. He doesn't quit. He comes down on the other end, forces the turnover, and we get the ball back, get the possession back.
5:51 to play. It's Clemson 65, SMU 51. Edwards doubled at midcourt by Locken, and he's able to fire it inside to Cement. He tried to throw it straight in the basket, and he missed it.
Got in a hurry, didn't finish, and you can't do that. I think it was just a little bit surprised he was that wide open, but you got to finish that.
He was trying to hurry before Locken got there on the recovery. Locken now left alone, right wing three. Good. That is Locken's second three today, 68-51 Clemson.
A 5-point swing right there when you miss the easy one and then give up the three.
Edwards, round a screen to the free throw line, tried to throw it to Cement. It was knocked right back to BJ. Up top for Chuck Harris.
And Edwards should have gone up for the floater.
And Harris is going to be fouled at the free throw line on a jumper. He almost forced it in as he was knocked to the floor. Chuck will shoot 2 free throws instead, his first trip to the line today.
What you notice about the Clemson defense, they're so fast, they're so strong, they're so tough. They force you into making some odd decisions and force you into having to make decisions you don't ordinarily have to make. Do I drive? Can I attack here? No, I need to kick it out. Oh, I just lost the ball. Things like that you don't see the Mustangs doing against teams like Notre Dame.
Free throws for Chuck Harris. Good on the first one. Chuck, the Mustangs' best free throw shooter at 84%. Chauncey Wiggins will come on for Victor Locken. And A.J. George is going to sub in if Chuck makes the free throw. Second one for Harris. And he's into double digits with 10. It's 68-53 Clemson. 5:09 remaining. Mustangs have to have stops if they're going to do anything here. Dylan Hunter will bring it ahead for Clemson. Hunter at midcourt met by Edwards. Shefflin up top, gives to Chase Hunter, driving and has to go with a reverse scoop because of Ambrose Hilton, misses it. Rebound, volleyballed around a couple of times out of bounds off of, I believe, Dylan Hunter to be SMU ball.
And the Mustangs are going to get it. I'm just surprised that Cement couldn't put the clamps on that thing at the rim, and Mustangs will still end up with it. Well, Clemson's done a great job of sharing the basketball today. They've made 24 baskets, and they have 21 assists in this game.
And here's BJ driving, right corner, Keon Ambrose Hilton misses a three. Edwards another rebound, shot fake, goes up, rejected by Shefflin on that shot. Ambrose Hilton gets it out long. A.J. George to B.J. Edwards. Edwards comes to the left wing, fires a three, good! B.J. Edwards now with 12 points, 9 boards at 68-56 Clemson.
Those are shots you've got to have. B.J. trying to rally the troops here, turning to the 4 behind him, said, hey, let's go, come on, let's dig in.
Left wing, Dylan Hunter. Hunter comes right wing side, guarded now by Ambrose Hilton. Shefflin up top, hands off to Zachary. Zachary drives down to the baseline, pass to the right side for a short corner jumper that's good by Chauncey Wiggins, 70-56 Clemson.
Tough shot right there, 12-footer, but he knocked it down.
Right wing, B.J. Edwards. Top of the key, Ambrose Hilton. Left wing, A.J. George with an entry to Matt Cross. He's posting up on Chase Hunter in a mismatch. Now throws it out left wing to Ambrose Hilton. Hilton going to drive, and a long finger roll goes in for Keon. 70-58 Clemson.
The longest finger roll, and hey, Keon was at the rim in case it didn't go in.
Dylan Hunter will bring it ahead. It's a 12-point game with 3:35 to go. Hunter guarded by A.J. George up top. Running some time, down to 15 on the shot clock. And finally he'll go around a screen from Shefflin into the right corner for a three there. Oh, man, good by Chauncey Wiggins. The big is a 39% three-point shooter, and that might do it. It's 73-58, Clemson with 3:15 left.
Oh, absolute killer shot right there.
And a timeout has been called. 3:15 to go. Clemson 73, SMU 58. This is SMU basketball from Learfield.
It's finally time for Mustangs basketball, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some West Texas favorites and ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour, 4 to 7, Sunday through Friday, with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, ozonagrill.com.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of SMU Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies. SMU Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They are neither a current client nor affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
Hustle makes a difference on the field for SMU football. Hustle makes a difference in marketing your business too. Broadnax 21C Printers provides HD lithography, small and large format digital prints, and promotional products for some of the most respected and recognized brands in Dallas. Broadnax 21C, printing that chases down your customers. Find us online at broadnax21c.com. That's BRODNAX21c.com. Broadnax is a proud partner of SMU Athletics.
3:15 to go. 73-58. Clemson leads SMU. So far today, the Mustangs have blocked 4 shots. For every block this season, Emergency Ice will donate $40 to the Layla's Legacy Foundation in support of the fight against pediatric cancer. Visit laylaslegacy.org to learn more. Man, points off turnovers today. SMU has turned it over 16 times to just 8 for Clemson. Clemson has 18 points off turnovers to just 6 for SMU.
Yeah, Notre Dame had 21 points off turnovers the other day. Obviously, that's a key. And this Clemson team does a good job of turning teams over. They average about 13 forced turnovers a game and only turn it over 11 times themselves. That's the second best turnover margin in the league. And you and I were talking about how proficient Clemson is. They're the best three-point shooting team in the league. They've got 14 makes from deep today. They're 14 of 29 from 3. And you look at the 3 balls that some of our big opponents have hit against us. Louisville hit 19 threes against us. North Carolina hit 11. Duke hit 11.
You mentioned their number of assists.
Yeah.
A ton of them are on their threes. Remember, they made like their first 6 and 7 of their first 8, and I think they assisted on every one of those.
Every one of them.
Because they're getting open off screens and finding the guys that are open.
They're finding guys that are open. They've got good shit. I mean, this is a really good team. I mean, this is a top 20 team for a reason. They came in today number 18 in the country. I don't know how they're 18th in the AP, and I think they were, 23rd in the net, 24th in the net.
Well, they got a chance to move up.
Yeah.
This is their only game this week. They were off all week. This will go down as if they hang on, a quad 1 win for them on the road. B.J. Edwards bringing it ahead. Left wing side, up top for Cross. They leave him all alone. He'll fire the 3. Back rim, no good. Jaden Zachary with a rebound. Samet Yugatola went down in a heap and is slow to get up. And Roger Ayers going to blow the whistle. And Samet holding that left shoulder. That's giving him problems. Remember, he missed a game earlier this season because of that. And he's going to sub out. Jarrell Colbert will come on.
Did a good job of coming on with about 9 minutes to go with 4 fouls and playing for about 6.5 minutes here without picking up that 5th foul. And he comes out as a result of tweaking something in the shoulder, it looked like.
2:58 to play. 73-58. Clemson leads it. And Dylan Hunter will bring this up slowly. Locken, right wing. Top of the key, Jaden Zachary. Picks it up left wing, goes to Locken, right wing Dylan Hunter, circles around a screen, throws it back to Locken at the right elbow to Chase Hunter, dribbling in from the left wing side, takes a huge bump from Keon Ambrose Hilton and Chase Hunter. That's double bonus time, he'll shoot 2. Hunter has 15 today. Jaden Zachary leading them with 19 points. SMU came into this game with 6 players averaging double digits. They have 4 there today. Matt Cross and B.J. Edwards leading with 12 apiece. Free throws here for Chase Hunter. Best free throw shooter in the ACC. Nothing but net on the first one. It's his first attempt of the day. 74-58 Clemson, 2:39 left.
That Brad Brownell, their head coach, we mentioned this is his 15th season, 23rd year as a head coach. They've never won under him more than 25 games, and they will be at 22 wins today should they hang on.
Both free throws good, 75-58. Edwards working against Lockett up top, drives by him, hesitates, goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound Colbert, stripped of it. They called a foul on Dylan Hunter, and 2 free throws upcoming.
And the infield not very happy with the baseline official. He thought BJ did enough to initiate contact to draw a foul call there and did not get the whistle. No question, though, this game's been officiated much differently here in the second half.
Oh, yeah. There wasn't a ton of fouls in the first half. There's been plenty in this half. Both teams in the double bonus. And Colbert hits the first free throw. Jarrell with 3 points on the day now. 75-59 Clemson, 2:26 left. One more for Jarrell Colbert. And it's good. 75-60. Full court pressure for SMU. Shefflin, entry to Zachary. Double team him. He picks it up in the corner. Throws it across to Chase Hunter. Hunter against B.J. Edwards will make it across the timeline with a second to spare. B.J. still trying to steal it one-on-one. Now he backs off for a moment. B.J. with 2 steals today, moving him into the top 10 in a single season in SMU history with 61. Shefflin, right corner, puts it on the deck, knocks Ambrose Hilton to the floor. No foul call. Shefflin goes up and scores. 77-60 Clemson.
That puts Shefflin and Locken both big posts in double figures.
Hunter fell down, wide open, right corner. 3 is good. After that for Keon Ambrose Hilton. Timeout called by SMU with 1:48 left. That shot made it 77-63 Clemson. Ambrose Hilton with that 3 out of the right corner. Just his 4th make of the year from deep. 1:48 left at 77-63 Clemson leading SMU. Mustangs will be on the road all next week. A 2-game swing out west. Wednesday night, 10 o'clock at Cal. Saturday, 4 o'clock at Stanford. We'll have both these games, of course, here on the SMU Mustangs app, on the Varsity app, and be sure you check our social channels, probably on Sirius XM as well.
And the Mustangs trying to sweep both Cal and Stanford. Beat Cal back on the 29th of January, 76-65 in that ballgame. Shot 45% here at Moody against Cal, holding the Bears to 34% from the field. And they only hit 5 threes. We hit 6 in that ballgame.
With 17 opponents that you play in the league and 20 games you play, you only have 3 home and homes. Mustangs already swept their first one with Virginia. I remember that was their first ACC game in December here at Moody. And then won in January up in Charlottesville. And then, as you mentioned, beat both the California teams last month here at Moody.
And in that Cal game, B.J. Edwards had a great game. He had 15 points in that ball game, 9 boards. He was 6 of 12, 0 of 2 from deep. But he also had a big game from Boopie Miller and a big game in terms of the rebounds from Boopie as well with 6. So, hey, let's face it here. You don't have your starting point guard. I wouldn't consider this a fair fight today, Rich.
It's certainly been an uphill battle. For B.J. Edwards, by the way, he has 12 points, and he's matched his career high with 9 boards. Full court pressure on the inbound. They bring it into Shefflin. They trap him immediately. He throws it, and right at the timeline to Zachary, and he's able to fire a pass underneath to Victor Locken for an uncontested dunk, 79-63 with 1:37 left.
Mustangs gambling, going for the steal, and give up a wide-open dunk.
Harris freed from a screen, misses the 3. Edwards can't control the rebound. Dylan Edwards knocks it out of bounds, 20 on the shot clock for SMU. 1:29 to play, down 79-63. Baseline inbound, B.J. Edwards, trigger it. Into the left corner, Chuck Harris. Harris, crossover dribble down to the baseline. Dylan Hunter giving up nothing. Now a blocking foul on Victor Locken with a help side defense.
Chuck frustrating, taking a big bump over there from both Locken and Dylan Hunter. Hunter 6'3", but man, is he tough. He is tough as nails. Guy that drove strong, too, against when they played Duke. I thought he had a good game setting the tone with a couple of strong drives. He defends strong, too, Hunter.
How tough are nails?
Why? Hard to bend them unless you hit it wrong.
I seem to hit them wrong all the time, don't you? When
You
you
bend them
get
all
started
over.
there,
Yeah.
you get all bent.
Better that than your thumb, I guess.
That's true, no doubt. Get my thumb all bent. I don't have any thumbs to give up. I know that. Harris made them both 79-64.
I thought that play, though, by Hunter on Chuck kind of underscored how the game's gone. They just Clemson's played tough today.
Dylan Hunter trapped in the corner, throws across to his brother Chase on the near side of the floor to lock it across the timeline. They could have had a free run to the basket by Jaden Zachary, but he kicks it back out to run time. Minute 8 to go, 79-64, Clemson leading SMU. Dylan Hunter running time at midcourt. Down to the final minute, 6 on the shot clock. Hunter, left wing. Crossover on Harris, down to the low block. Double clutches on his way to the basket, misses. Rebounded by Chuck Harris. Harris brings this ahead. Ambrose Hilton to the right wing side. Hands it off to Chuck. Chuck into the right corner, firing up a three ball from there. Good. 79-67. SMU. Clemson leads SMU. I'm not sure why Pat Driscoll blew the whistle unless I think he was unsure if it was a 2 or a 3.
Yeah. Going to go to the replay on it.
They put 67 on the score monitor. It's still at 64 on the scoreboard.
The Mustangs average about 83 points a game, and they've scored at least 81 in 4 of the last 5. Not today, though. But hopefully we'll get to 67 here if they'll confirm the 3.
At the moment, it shows 79-67 with 40.4 seconds to go. They did call it a 3. So it remains 79-67. 40.4 seconds to go. Vitally important. And Shefflin brings it in. Matt Cross steals it, saves it, going out of bounds to Ambrose Hilton. Edwards lost it, now out to Chuck Harris. Left wing 3, no good. Matt Cross, offensive rebound. Edwards, right wing, lines up a 3. Well, he missed it terribly long. Rebound loose on the floor. How about Matt Cross diving to the deck and funneling it over to B.J. Edwards?
And he is down and dirty.
Chuck Harris to the basket, drives through everybody, lays it home. 79-69, Clemson with 18 seconds left. They inbound this time as Zachary runs it to the front court and Andy Enfield calls everybody off. Well, Matt Cross didn't seem to know what the score was, did he? He just kept going after it.
You know why? He's a winner. That's what champions and winners do.
Unfortunately, though, not enough here today. Big second half for Clemson with 43 second half points. And they'll go home with a 79-69 win over SMU.
Well, Mustangs really turned the corner. They were down early and down by 11. Came back to tie the game. That did not happen against North Carolina. Didn't happen against Duke. Didn't happen against Louisville. But today, the Mustangs fought, got the thing tied, took the lead, actually. Mustangs had the lead a couple times in this ball game, but the start of the second half was SMU's undoing when they got outscored consistently the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Final score today, Clemson 79, SMU 69. The postgame show is next. This is SMU Basketball from Learfield.
UT Southwestern Medical Center. For the 8th consecutive year, ranked the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report. 11 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. That's UT Southwestern, dedicated to discovery, committed to care. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies.
Pony up and choose a community banking partner with SMU Roots. Veritex Community Bank is Dallas-based and has the local expertise and decision-making that Texans expect. Whether for small business or personal banking, Veritex Bank is there to support your journey through a better state of banking. Learn more about what makes Veritex and SMU a winning team at veritexbank.com. That's VERITEX Bank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Central Market is really into food, like fish flown in so fresh it still has jet lag into food. Our sourdough starter has been around since grunge was a thing into food. We're talking more prime cuts than a greatest hits album into food. Central Market is really into food. If you are too, then we're the HQ for you. Whether you're a make every recipe in the cookbook foodie or a my favorite recipe is reheat type who just digs the delectable, no place makes every day more delicious like Central Market.